shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
I'll bet.
Yeah, sexist and racist. Wow. 2 in 1. You have a gift.
Poor people tend to live in clusters.
Stay out the bushes.
I know a lot about golf. I know even more about Grant. Me, a black guy. Ooh, fun.
It was all because of this terrible, awful Negro.
You're getting eclectic today.
A little bit. I'm just checking out what's on some of these things myself.
All right, welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hello.
It's the O&A virus spreading across America. We've been gone for 5 days.
Oh, my God.
I don't think anyone wants to be here today.
Oh, not true.
No, we
very excited.
We love our jobs, don't we?
Yes, we do.
My God. I feel like I've been on vacation for a week.
I love my job. I don't love my getting up. I had to get back into it. How long did it take you? Like, I got to start thinking about it. We were off from
Wednesday.
So I had to start thinking about it on Friday. Like, all right, what do I got to do to arrange my life so I don't screw this up and can wake up on time on Monday? Awful.
It is awful.
I stayed up last night. I couldn't sleep.
Is that what you did?
3 in the afternoon. I got up every day, and then I have to go to bed last night. It can't happen.
So you haven't slept yet?
No.
See?
When was the last time you slept?
I got up yesterday afternoon at 3. It's going to take me a day and a half or 2 days to get my schedule back.
It's just such a mess.
See? It really stinks.
Yeah, because we get 4 or 5 days where we can live like normal human beings, but I'm waking up every morning at 5, 6, trying to get back to sleep. My body's trying to wake me up. I'm like, no, you don't have to get up today. Sleep in.
Oh, I felt like the old days at the downtown. I was having some beers. It was late.
Yeah.
I was out. I was conscious. And then you get back to Monday. It's like, oh,
back to bed, Poopsie. I've got to get up early.
I know.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Tuck me in.
Oh, you just feel like I feel like I'm 7 years old again.
I was out to dinner last night, and it's 8 o'clock, and the restaurant is just starting to, fill in. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking around going, are these people insane? Why are they eating so late? Don't they know it's like the middle of the night?
You got to go to sleep. You're going to get heartburn.
Right, exactly, man. What the F?
You got to go to Betty Bye.
Hey, yeah, we got to thank everyone that went to the downtown on Wednesday night. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
It was Aunt and I and Brother Joe doing his tribute bands, Journey and U2, and then your old band took the stage.
That's right. Took the stage.
Took the stage for the first time in like 5 years.
5. It was longer than that. Well, maybe, for the quick thing we did in Asbury Park, I guess.
Yeah.
But as a band where we rehearsed, it was probably 10 years since we've actually done anything.
You guys got rave reviews.
It was fun.
On all the message boards saying, hey, man, they pulled it off, considering they haven't played in a while. And
it was fun. I forgot all the words to one song, and then the rest was,
Wasn't that one song your big hit?
That was our big hit.
Primal Side?
I couldn't remember any words.
It was Primal Side, right?
Yeah. Couldn't remember. Oh, I remembered the chorus. That was about it.
Yeah.
And then we did a lot of Chili Peppers stuff.
Yeah, it was a good
time. Which was always fun. So we had a good time. Like I said, it was nice to just be out with people that are out at night, not in the house, not worrying about going to sleep. I had like 4 days to recover.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I was wondering why Jimmy was in so early. You just stayed up.
Yeah. I wanted to get a few movie drops recorded, and I'm like, well, I've been sitting here like a caged animal all night. Let's just get in the studio and work.
This is, I think, what are we up to? This is our 8th week at XM Satellite Radio, maybe?
I lost count.
I think I might have lost count,
9th week we're starting.
This is the 9th week? We've done 40 shows?
Ooh.
I don't know.
We've done 40 days at XM Radio?
I think so. Remember, you said 35, and then we had 3 more. So that
so we did
our
40.
39th show.
Well, no, we count the replays.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Because it was new for somebody. So we've done 40 shows in this new time slot, 6 to 10, and Anthony and I are here between 4:45 and 5, no later usually.
Yeah.
And Jim usually strolls in about 6:02.
Just as the good, the bad, and the ugly is ending, and the thing is, I'm like, hi, boys, pulling my coat
how
off.
you doing?
Right.
I don't need to be here early.
Yeah, as we're trying to like figure out what to do today and get the show together within an hour, you just kind of stroll in at 6.
Dude, I know I'm worthless. My fingers still smell like tranny.
You did not, did you?
No.
No.
How many different girls were you with since Wednesday?
I might have been 1 or 2, not many, man, if any.
Not many. I love that.
Dude, I'm done with I'm done whoring. I'm done with it.
No, stop.
I've heard you say that before. You
All
sure?
right.
What's
Well-
different about this one?
I don't know. I don't want to do it anymore.
He doesn't want to do it anymore.
I'm sick of spending the money. They never call me. I swear to God, I expect them to call me sometimes.
You
go,
do.
How you been?
How you been?
What, the hookers that you pick up, you expect them to call you?
No, the ones I write checks to. Some of them I write checks to, and one girl who I've actually hooked up with a couple of times. We've never had sex, but I wrote a check and she lost it, and I have to reissue it. You know how awful that is to have
Are
to
you
rewrite a check
kidding?
To a hooker.
to someone. Who, no, she's not. She's not a hooker. I've never slept with her.
Wait.
Well, what did she do for you?
A massage, just a regular massage. You know,
With the Yankee Cranky?
that's a regular massage. Yeah,
No, it's not.
of course it is.
That's a hooker.
That's
no.
That's more than a regular massage.
Oh, you silly
I actually-
geese! Cut it out, you.
I actually go to a regular massage therapist from time to time. I'm not getting the happy endings. That's a regular massage.
Why would you do that?
Definitions.
Why? It's relaxing. I don't know.
That would be funny to send Jim to a regular masseuse.
Yeah.
Have him get the massage and go, hey, what are you forgetting here?
Yeah,
Come
at the
on."
end, it's like, what a waste that was.
I went to one in Jersey when I still lived there. It was, of course, it was an Asian place. And it was open like 3 in the morning. So I go in and she leaves the door open and she actually covers me with a towel and she gives me shiatsu and I wanted to cut her throat. What are you doing, you war criminal? Get your fingers out of my back. It was agonizing.
Some people, you know, they like the regular massage with the candles and the guitaro in the background, you know.
That's nice.
All
It
nice
leads up
and
to something.
It's relaxing. It relieves stress.
Ugh, not some alien expressionless face just digging her rotten Western civilization hating fingers into your spine. Creepy bitch.
So you got here at 5:10 this morning. I walk in, I'm like, what the hell are you doing here?
Yeah, it was just because I'm going to program that hour of music. Our first hour of music, you've agreed to let me do one of these days, and I'm going to
Yes.
put a couple of little movie drops in there along with the songs.
He's working. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Not one. You should do it from time to time, man.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't want to,
You know.
Yeah.
And then you know, because we do have this channel, High Voltage, we're going to start programming it the right way. Like, we're going to give Rich Voss a couple hours to talk about
Sure.
crap and other things. Maybe even open up a few hours to the listeners to have them just completely take over. We're developing all sorts of
Now
little...
you're going crazy.
Well, now it's like, I think we've hit the next stage of this whole experiment.
Sure.
That's also called the biggest comeback in radio history, hopefully.
We're trying.
Oh, are we trying? What a pain in the ass this is, but
I've
so far so good.
I had my lovely Thanksgiving
Yeah.
with the family, and the one thing I have to answer all the time is that Jim Norton for real?
Yeah.
It's like the things he does, is that real? Is he really doing that? I'm so tired of answering that one.
The worst was
Of
when
course.
I met Anthony's mom again, and she's such a nice lady, and she's like, that's not real what you say, is it? And I'm like,
No, it's a bit.
She's hoping against hope.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm just being
It's a
silly.
bit. She can't imagine that someone's so nice. Because Jimmy's very nice.
That's
to
what everyone
people.
says to me, too. They cannot believe it.
They expect him to come up and, pinch her ass or something.
Yeah.
Grab her crotch and go, how you doing, lady?
Right.
You know?
Try to pick her up like a bowling ball.
Yeah. But he's a nice guy. He comes up, he's very respectful, he's very nice.
Yeah.
And it just throws people off when they listen to this program and hear
They really
horrid
don't want to
things.
believe that
No,
you're
they
like
don't.
that.
They don't want to
They
believe
don't
it.
want to believe it at all.
And I don't do the lie thing. I'm just like, yes, everything he says is the truth. He's a disgusting, horrid human being.
Thanksgiving was good, though.
Yeah, it's one of those,
Same old shit every year, isn't it?
every year.
It really is.
I sit in the same seat. It's
I
not
sit in the
even
same
like,
seat. It's like, didn't we do this yesterday? Like,
I know.
I go to the same house, sit in the same seat, have the same food, have the same arguments, have the same discussions.
It's the same stuff. I sit in the same seat I sat in since I was maybe 7 years old. And the people, our family's in a transitional state where, the kids aren't kids anymore. They're young adults. So they're 18 and 17 and stuff. So they don't even want to be there anymore. They
just want to listen to their Eminem CDs and go out back and smoke.
The older ones are getting too old now, so it's not fun, and it's like this whole transitional thing where maybe the younger people have to get older and start their whole new thing because this one's just, it's like getting depressing is what it is, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like enough. Just, I don't drink as much as I used to, which I guess made it better in the old days. I would just pound down a bunch of Captain Morgans and Coke and laugh along.
It would numb the pain.
Laugh along at my deteriorating family. It's like, just gotta sit there.
Yeah. I think we need new holidays or something.
You think?
Yeah, it's the same old crap.
Every
and
year.
now it's the same old crap with Christmas right around the corner.
Now it's
Are
going to
you
be
looking forward to Christmas this year?
No. I gotta look at my grandma. She's got the walker now with the tennis balls on the front.
Oh, tennis balls.
You know
You haven't seen the walker with the tennis balls?
I mean, I might have not know it.
Now they got to put the tennis balls on the walker so they don't. I don't know what that's for. Does it wear down the little rubber things that come with its stock?
Well, so I guess
is it like hopping up your walker? With the tennis
Wait, is that so they don't scrape the wall or something when they hit it?
I think so.
Oh, is that so they don't scrape the wall?
Yeah, it's all those kids out there that have the nice homes, and you got your mom, and you don't want her scratching up your nice wood floor.
Putting this racing stripe on your wall.
So you place the tennis balls on the bottom of the walker.
I like the walkers with the wheels and the handbrakes.
Yeah, the handbrakes.
Just in case Grandma gets doing about 60, she can put the brakes on.
You know the deal. If it ever comes down to me in a walker with handbrakes, you know what you have to do, right?
I have to drive by.
Right.
High caliber weapon.
All right,
and
good.
shoot you in the back of the head.
Back of the head.
Yep.
I
don't see it coming.
I don't even want to see it coming, but
You'll
make sure you take care of the job.
Sitting there, a little glimmer in your eye, waxing fantastic about the old days, and then just out of nowhere, blam! Gone.
Yeah.
I was Spuds Buckley once.
Shut up.
There I was. I remember the old days. It was the Opie and what was his name? Gosh, it was so long ago. Now I sit here on my little rascal if I want to go into the kitchen, but if I'm just moseying about the living room, I use my walker. You know, the tennis. Maybe I have to go down here and change the tennis.
Wow. Blam! Nice.
You get that, and then the bag of potatoes sound when you hit the floor. Just down, gone. The trickle starts out of your head.
And there's a little squish when you hit the ground because of the loaded diaper that you've been lugging around all afternoon, you old burden.
You old burden.
Oh, God.
Oh.
And then right after Thanksgiving was Black Friday, everybody. Black Friday.
Oh, did you participate in all the shopping that went on?
I participated in watching TV, looking at how ridiculous everybody was. They interviewed so many people at malls going, I thought I'd be the only one waking up at 4 in the morning
Well,
to
I'm
get to the
here.
mall. I thought I'd be here first, but the line was around the corner when I got here at 5:30.
I'm here for the bargains. Oh, shut up. Oh, they get them, and they're so happy that they're on lines that if I was on... When I go to a store, if there's 2 people in front of me on the line, I start getting a little nervous.
Right.
I get like where I'm doing that craning my neck thing, looking like, all right, why aren't they moving? Is there a problem at the register? Do they have to find a manager? I hate that freaking window. We need someone at 5 from Housewares. We need someone at 5 for Housewares. Then you stand there, you're like, all right, Housewares, maybe the guy will be coming up. 5 Housewares, please. 5. And they're just standing there making that face at each other like, well, and the guy might turn around and look at the line like, well, it happens. And I'm like, ah! I go crazy, and I start looking at other lines and watching them. Dun, 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 dun. They're conga lining out, swiping the card. There's smoke coming off the thing because of the friction from all the cards being swiped and the speed at which they're...
And then you know what happens. You decide to switch lines.
Oh, when you switch 5? Hi, I'm Bob from Housewares. Let me press that one button and solve the whole problem.
Yeah.
What? Dun, 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 dun. They're going through, and then I'm on the line. We need Bill from Toys. Bill from Toys. Problem at register 4.
Yeah.
You can tell it's register 4 because now the asswipe from 5 is on and 4. He's waiting here, ready to shoot everybody. Drives me nuts.
But
these two people,
these
but
people
they
go
were
to
waiting.
the malls for maybe to save what, $10?
Maybe.
And then
Maybe.
I saw a line around the corner for Target. I'm like, what is going on in Target that you need to be on a line just to get in the store?
Around the corner, they were around the corner waiting for those doors to fling open, and they rush in to this pile of, no-name DVDs that are in the middle of the floor, grabbing them, and in some cases, punching, kicking, rioting.
Well, because that is the Christmas spirit.
It truly is the
Christmas spirit.
People feel they have to go to these things and be part of it. Is that what it is? Because I can't understand why you can't go maybe today. Yeah, go today.
I think
you get the same shit
and probably
for the same price.
Yeah, it's probably the sales are continuing, right?
Of course. First of all, there are no real sales. It's all a big lie. They jack the price up and then say you're getting 20% off. Everyone knows this. It's nothing new. That's what they do. So you're going to get the same price you got on that what do they call it? Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Because all the
when Black Friday comes,
all the retail stores get rid of their red ink on that day is what they say. Ha ha. Black Friday. And they go in there and get these. They think they're getting a bargain for standing on a line. And the register lines, the lines outside the place, like I said, crazy. Somebody had the good sense to set off some pepper spray in Toys R Us here in Times Square, though.
Did they really?
Oh, yeah. Evacuated the store and everything. Just cops down there, helicopters. It was insane. And then they were pissed off at Toys R Us because after they cleared it out and vented it, it was hours later, the place was empty. So they kind of really lost out, man. When it's your big day and you lose out like that, good.
I'm sure Christmas was a good idea maybe a long time ago, but now, in this day and age, it's just become one big pain in the ass.
It is a pain in the ass.
And now
it's a pain in the ass.
We hate Christmas.
From Thanksgiving right up until Christmas, it's the pressure, the nerves, now you got to get stuff. We were having a discussion, the family getting together, having a discussion last year about not doing it. We do it every year. Everyone gets gifts for everybody. And we were going to do this new thing where you pick one person, kind of the grab bag thing. And
you haven't done the grab bag thing
No.
yet?
I have to get for everyone, and everyone else has to get for everyone. It's crazy. It's senseless. It's stupid. And they now we want to do this, but the discussion didn't come up this year. And I voted against it last year because I'm a nostalgic guy. I like the tradition. I kind of get like, no, I want it to be like it was. And
are you kidding?
Yeah, I'm stupid like that. I mean, no. I'm stupid like
I'm learning something new about you.
You're the rich one. You're the one they all look forward to getting the gifts from.
I know. But I was like, no, I kind of want to keep it. But then I was like, okay, if the discussion comes up this year, I am absolutely voting for the one gift grab bag type thing. And then it never came up. So now I don't know what to do.
They'll all be fighting because they're all going to want the one who gets Anthony.
They'll want me.
I'll trade you 2 Sals and a Joe for Anthony.
It never came up because they know you're going to give the good gifts. I've seen you give gifts.
Yes, I get
You're
the
pretty
Christmas
crazy.
spirit in me, and I have the spirit of giving, Opie.
Yes, you do.
It's what Christmas is about
Oh,
for
I
me.
hate it. But gift cards are big time in now.
See,
now everyone just runs around the stores and gets gift cards for everybody. So there's no real. You're not really personalizing your gift anymore.
I feel I can't
it's
do
really
that.
At this point, it's really a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
You should just be able to look at your family members and go, look, it's a wash, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get me a Gap certificate. I'm gonna get you a certificate for Best Buy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wash.
Yeah, it is. It's like what was that? Johnny Brasco? Is that for Christmas? They came in and gave each other $100 bill or something. Hey,
What do you call it?
Thank you. Donnie
I think,
Brasco.
did you say Johnny Brasco?
I think he did say Johnny.
Who's that? My favorite movie was Donnie Mnemonic.
Yes, Donnie Brasco. Johnny Brasco. Jesus. Love when Greg Brady played Donnie Bravo. What an ass you are for pointing that out.
I just thought
God,
I heard it. I'm
I
like,
hate it. I know. Who? He's got that smile like you fucked up. I hate that. You got to look at him.
I know. He goes,
You know
"You
you
fucked up."
screwed up. I know. I wasn't sure where.
And he can't wait to tell you.
At least I recovered.
You're awful.
Oh,
So
now I'm all hot. I'm nervous.
quick. Hey, let's relax. Put on a John Henley song.
I want to hear Donnie Be Good.
Shut up. Hey, but not to interrupt. When are we going down to D.C.? Because I want to see John and Mike.
You stink.
One more thing about Black Friday. Did you guys see what happened in Alabama? They got trampled as they were opening up the store, the doors to the mall.
Oh, good.
And these fat fucks from Alabama were getting trampled because they were all trying to get their free Walkman or something like that.
Was it a
Walkman? In the year 2004.
Yeah.
It's brand new for us down here.
Jesus.
And they trample each other. Well, the whole way they set it up is a recipe for disaster. They line all these rubes up at the door, whip them up into a froth, like there's going to be some huge sale that they're never, ever going to be able to get anywhere else. And then they fling the doors open all at once and let them all gallop in. Good. To one area where the big thing is on sale.
Whatever the giveaway is.
Good.
All right, calm down. It wasn't that funny.
What?
You're still breathing heavy over there.
No.
Oh,
I'm actually congested in my left
loves
nostril.
it. He loves when someone bobbles the ball.
I was actually thinking of just the sea of fat chicks running in. And that
it was really funny to see. And they're falling down and other people are running over them. It was really. And then you got the big, huge police guy trying to hold everyone back. He's going to be the hero.
Unfortunately, there isn't any one big seller this year. I love when that happens because I love watching the crying children and the angry parents thinking they're going to win their child's love with a fucking Furby doll. And there isn't really anything this year. No Tickle Me Elmo.
None of that stuff?
No, there's not. That's what I've heard. There's no one big item that all the kids are looking for this year.
The Tickle Me Elmo was the big item. Don't they this year have the doll that with the wafer nose and it's called Diddle Me Michael?
Wafer nose.
Hey, wafer thin nose, monsieur?
Come here.
Diddle
me, Michael.
All right, let's take our first phone call in 5 days.
Oh!
Is this L.A. or Louisiana? Chris, what's going on?
That's Louisiana, man.
Louisiana, checking in. What's up?
Not much.
Can't hear you, sir.
Go ahead, Chris.
His phone crapped out.
Did we lose you, Chris? All right, that was good. Thanks.
Chris, he's still there. You're on the air.
He's gone. Too bad. We want to talk to Chris. So, Ben, Norton's putting together his own variety hour. What's that all about?
I don't know. Jim's very motivated.
And when is this going to air? Because I think a lot of people are going to want to really check out the music that Jim picks for the variety hour and the bits and all that.
Well, of course, he doesn't have his music figured out yet, so we'll do it next week. We should pre-promote it.
Okay. We should definitely pre-promote it.
We'll do it next week sometime.
Is somebody going to look at what he does, or is it going to be purely his and whatever he picks is
No, whatever he picks goes.
How
That's
much
cool.
Sabbath is going to be part of
I'll have a couple, but I won't go crazy. Just a couple of
what other
songs
artists will you play?
Johnny Cash, probably. I
Nice.
love. One Ozzy or two Ozzy, maybe some old Kiss. I'll play stuff that
Any of
other
the
people
stuff
like
I turned you on to?
Yeah, I'll probably play a Lead Belly. I'll play some weird
Is this
songs.
Ozzy
Are you gonna do the
and
one-
Sabbath? You're going to do like a sub-Sabbath and then also some Ozzy on top of that?
Not too many, though. I won't overdo it. I mean, I'll probably play a Sabbath song that I love and maybe one Ozzy that I love.
Oh, right.
Will you do that Nirvana song you like?
Which
and
one?
an illustrated book about birds.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a good song. I'll play that. Why not?
I was showing Jim earlier. I bought the Rolling Stone 500 Greatest Songs of All Time. Remember how we did the top 20?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, Paranoid came in at 250, Jim.
Oh,
That's cool.
at least it's on the list.
Yeah.
Now, Jim wanted it in the top 20.
No, but top 100.
What's the song that just beat Paranoid?
Yeah.
Chain of Fools by Aretha Franklin.
Oh, well, there you go.
Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang before that.
Rapper's
Yeah, that's
Delight.
better than Paranoid. Yeah, you're right. Wonder Mike. Stupid, guilty white people. Ugh. Well, had that song Rapper's Delight?
Hotel, Motel, Holiday Inn.
Hotel. Yeah, that's much better than
Holiday
Paranoid.
Hop, a hippie, a hip,
Oh,
hip
yeah.
hop.
Let's say hi to Matt in Jersey. What's up, Matt?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, bro.
How you doing, Norton?
Hi, Matt.
Just want to go on the Black Friday thing.
Yeah.
Walmart out in PA. They opened up their doors about 5:30 with all the vultures in, and everybody had to stand by the item that they wanted, all circling around the items until 6 o'clock when they finally made the announcement, and everybody went and grabbed for everything that they wanted.
Why would they make an announcement of what?
Oh, to stop a stampede, you mean?
Yeah, they were trying to stop the stampede of letting people in by having the people stand around the item that they wanted.
Oh, that's good.
That's insane.
How about this? They just go back and re-raise them properly as children so they don't become greedy bargain hunting pigs when they're adults. Fat pigs. I'm glad they're killing each other.
And they all look the same. You're right. They're all these fat pigs that go in there, and it's the only exercise they probably get all year is running from the front door to some piece of crap that they think somebody's going to want for Christmas.
Anthony, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going, guys? I saw you guys over at Downtown Wednesday. You guys are great.
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it really was.
Cool.
I sent you guys a PowerPoint presentation. I sent it to Steve, I guess. Of,
A PowerPoint presentation.
What the hell's a PowerPoint presentation?
That's one of those things you click on, and all of a sudden it's like a slideshow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you sent us something?
Yeah, I sent it to Steve's email because I figured he'd probably check it.
What is it? Pictures from the downtown?
Yeah, pictures from the downtown with little captions and stuff.
All right, we'll check that out. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
You
Thank
guys
you.
rock.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, well, we got to get another event. You want to do New Year's or what? We got to figure that out. Broadcast live, New Year's?
New Year's Eve, you want to do a little broadcast live?
To ring in 05?
Ring out 04.
Why not? You know, we should probably take a quick break here.
You want to do that?
Yeah, we're just getting warmed up. Rob from Long Island, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, you guys were talking about, like, the little variety hour thing. I was thinking, because I love the variety hour every morning. That's, like, the thing I look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should do, like, a little contest or something on your website. Like listeners, you know, do, like, a list of 20 songs with, like, comedy acts and stuff like that. And you could, like, take the best one, give out, like, a little prize or something, you know?
It's really not a bad idea. We really got to start programming this channel a lot better. We just want to get in here, settle, figure this whole satellite radio thing out, and now we're going to take it to the next stage. I like that, actually. It's not a bad idea.
I saw you guys over at the downtown. Great show.
Oh, cool. I think we want to just open up the channel and just allow you guys to completely program an hour or two, get maybe a phone line, and you could, say whatever the hell you want and request songs and just make it into a huge cluster F, like literally whatever you want to say.
Like we have the FU line, but instead of the FU line, maybe you could talk for like 30 seconds or 40 seconds.
About whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then we'll pick the best ones and you request a song. We're going to do all sorts of stuff as we move forward here. Chris this is Chris Chris in Texas. What's up, Chris?
Not much, man. Hey, I figured y'all get a kick out of this. Somebody super glued 247 doors shut at a mall in Lafayette.
What, they super glued all the doors shut?
Yeah, they super glued all the locks so they wouldn't be able to open it up.
Oh, that's great. That's the kind of thing I like to hear. Very cool.
I was laughing my ass off when I heard about it. I figured y'all get a kick out of it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fantastic.
Hell yeah. All right, let's go to Ohio. Dan, what's up?
Hey, not a whole lot, guys. What's going on? Welcome back.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, I was just calling the whole variety hour Jimmy's got playing. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing, buddy?
How are you, fella?
Hey, just make sure you don't turn it gay like you did all last week with the Monster Rain.
What? I didn't do Monster Rain last week, sir. I did that when I was a boy.
Yeah.
Well, I know that, but you talked about it all week, and it couldn't get any gayer than that.
No, we're getting the gay out of the show, sir.
Yeah, we're not talking about Monster Rain. We're not recommending it. We're just discussing it as a thing that happened.
Right.
I know, but you guys are back on the air. Everybody's catching the virus, which is great. And all you hear is about little Jimmy Norton sucking off people.
Well,
you'd have to put it like that.
well, who else was singing "Get Your Cock Out" all weekend, man?
Yeah,
holy
that was
crap!
a
That's a
song.
catchy little ditty. Where is that?
Yeah,
damn thing?
there's some awesome songs you guys got coming in. So.
We'll play that going into break.
Get your cock out.
It's just such a catchy little thing. A couple more. Jim from Jersey, what's up?
What's up, guys? Hey, listen, I heard that the Stampede was actually for something good, like, I don't know, the Wi-Fi.
Oh, for the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, that's what they should have stampeded for.
Now that's worth a stampede.
Absolutely.
Everyone is trying to get their hands on those MiFis. They're going to go really fast. When do they go on sale? I think next week or something, right? The portable XM satellite radio unit?
Just in time for Christmas.
Just in time for Christmas. I got to get a few of those for some people in my family.
Ooh.
Good luck. Mike in South Carolina. The phone's just exploded. We're going to take a break. But, Mike, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, I've been a listener a long time back when you guys were at NEW, and I grew up in Worcester, as Voss would say it.
Oh, Worcester?
Worcester, yeah.
Worcester, Massachusetts.
I was actually back home over the holiday here, and I heard this douchebag on AAF talk about the same 500 songs from Rolling that you guys did. Almost did the exact same bit.
Well, I mean, that's a basic bit that I'm sure a lot of radio guys did. I just hope we made it a little funnier and more entertaining than the other douches out there.
That's the goal, isn't it?
That really is the goal. I mean, that's a no-brainer radio bit if you're a radio guy. So,
yeah.
All right, Mike.
The goal of this show, can I say the goal of this show, and I think the listeners should know this, it's fun with a capital F.
Oh, thank you.
That's good.
Virginia,
put
checking
a sign
in.
up that says that in here.
VA, what's up?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I don't have your name on the screen, so.
It's Robert. How
Hey.
you doing, gentlemen?
All right, man. Bob.
Hey, Jimmy, you rock, buddy.
Thank you, fella.
I was in West Virginia at a high school state football game. It's a tight game. End of the game, they go into overtime. So the home team scores a touchdown in overtime. Then the visiting team comes back and they score a touchdown. They go to kick the extra point to tie the game in overtime. The kid misses the field goal.
Ooh.
He walks to the sideline. The coach punches him.
Punches him?
He punches him in the face. The other coach is tackling him. He takes off running. The police tackle him. Merry Christmas, you're in jail.
How old was the kid he punched?
He was in high school.
And the boy had missed the field goal?
He
missed the extra point.
Okay, so what is the boy being disciplined?
No. No, the coach is in jail.
The coach is in jail?
He's just doing some coaching.
I know, you're trying to teach this kid to kick the ball. I bet you he won't miss another extra point all year, though, will he?
The great Santini.
Yeah. Hey, sports fans. How you doing, Tuma? Sir, please don't break my honey jars.
All right, why don't we step aside? The wheels are falling off here, but we're back. Hope you had a great few days there. And we'll continue with the radio show. We got lots to do to here
oatmeal?
today. Yeah, I got my oatmeal. I'm ready to eat that.
Ooh.
Now that it's really cold, yeah, we'll play Get Your Cock Out. And we'll continue.
Get your cock out. Jimmy says, get your cock out. Put my cock in your mouth. Put your face south while we're under the house. Jimmy, crawl under the porch. Yeah, I said it, crawl under the porch. The monster rain's coming, the sky's gray. My pants down, two kids helping each other under the damn house. Y'all know the game, monster fucking rain, it ain't a damn thing changed. You're all under the porch, your friend fillets you. Crawl under as 2 digits masturbate you. I alleviated the stress with a cock caress. I exploded my friend's neck with a monster mess. Just 2 little boys, no need for Vagilume. Stuck on a little crotch with a slight lack of pubes. We gotta keep it quiet, make sure mom don't find out. I'll finish you off quick so I can pull mine out. It's just a little pleasure with a lot of shame. Who cares, I gotta blame it all on the monster rain. Get your cock out. Jimmy says, get your cock out. Put my cock in your mouth. Put your face south while we're under the house. Jimmy, crawl under the porch. Yeah, I said it, crawl under the porch. The monster rain's coming, the sky's gray. My pants down, 2 kids helping each other under the damn house. Jimmy Norton, get your cock out. Jimmy Robinson, get your cock out. Billy D'Angelo, get your cock out. Everybody, get your cock out.
It's time to find America's sexy state.
Let's hear it for California.
This guy's a champ, man.
Lucky girl.
Oh, God. I need a towel.
Yeah.
I need a towel. Come on. They're applauding from the other booth, too. Thumbs up. Stop, Jim.
Jesus Christ, Jim. Think you can do better? Call Opie and Anthony live at 866-WOW-1-WOW and give it your best shot.
How big does that thing get?
Coming up next on Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton sings
Forget Me Not, you sightless twat. Your dog just shit on my rug.
Thought that was pretty fucking funny, didn't you?
How's that for a sketch?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You don't do sketches, stupid.
Before we move on, one more call about Black Friday. Let's say hi to Ian on Long Island. What's up, Ian?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
You tell us.
This past Friday, I almost got into a physical fistfight at Circuit City over a MiFi, but I got the MiFi in my hand, and that person walked away almost crying.
Wait, so they are selling the MiFis already?
Long Island, they're selling the MiFis over in Comac at Circuit City. They got 15 in. They had 4 left by the time I got there. Some guy tried to buy all 4 of them.
Yeah,
and I was like, no, I'm getting one of them.
I'm a little worried that they didn't produce enough MiFis. I think these things are going to go so fast.
Really?
I just got a note handed to me. The MiFis are on sale now at Best Buy and Circuit City. This thing is unbelievable. The little doggy company is like a year or two away from having anything close to what this thing can do.
Yep.
It's the portable. It's your portable XM satellite radio, basically kind of like an iPod. It's as big as an iPod, maybe a little bigger but lighter. And you can just download whatever you want to listen to, and then listen whenever you want. It's just amazing. And then you can listen to the channels live as well. But
yep.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Besides that, when you're listening to a recorded show, you can fast forward through all the commercials and jump right to your show, which is great. I love them to my pet. It's the greatest thing I ever got.
That's beautiful. We don't really play a lot of commercials on the show, though.
No, but if you're in a commercial for like the XM Li-Fi or for the Sky-Fi, you can jump right to the programming, back to programming without listening to all that.
You know, I got to get a MiFi because when I listen to the replays, I'll know when we really stink and go, all right,
And
I know
just
that was
fast
just
forward.
awful. I want to hear the next bit, which I knew was really good.
There you go.
And then maybe we could even, give people a clue on what parts to listen to the show, and then your listening time will be down, and maybe you could go enjoy your life. All right, thanks,
guys,
Ian.
I'm checking out. Thank you very much.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're going to have MiFis to give away. I think starting this week, we got one a week to give away for the next 5 or 6 weeks. So we're kind of developing it. We're thinking of maybe doing a contest. What would you do for a MiFi? Something like that.
A prize.
Finally, a prize on the
Wow.
Opie and Anthony Show. Go to opieandanthony.com later today. We'll have some details on the MiFi giveaway. All right?
Yeah.
All right. A lot of things happened while we were taking our little break.
Yeah.
Like Shelley Long ODing.
Yeah, I saw that on the cover of one of the papers over the long weekend, and it looked like she was, like, I thought somebody from Cheers was dead, so OD and think, dead, but no. She pulled out of it. A cry for help.
A cry for help. She broke up with her boyfriend. Or the
Husband,
boyfriend,
right?
the husband, I'm sorry. The husband broke up with her.
Ouch.
And she went into a deep depression and started sleeping all day. And unfortunately,
Just put this happy song on.
Oh, I know.
Just put this happy song on and everything's fine.
Yeah. Be reminded when things were good for you, when you were young and hot and happening in Hollywood. Yeah, this is what she wants to hear today. Instead of what was written in the paper, one of her friends said, "It's very sad to see this woman who is only 55 looking like she's turning 90.
Oh, boy.
For 18 months, she's been getting more and more depressed. It's like seeing someone falling off a cliff. She told some of her good friends she felt she had nothing to live for."
You know what I found funny, by the way, about reading that in the paper over our break was...
Hopefully nothing, Ben.
Whatever, Dick. They interviewed a bartender at the Bull and Finch in Boston.
Yeah, he's been there for, 30 years or something?
First of all, the Bull and Finch doesn't even look like anything like Cheers, but,
No.
he's some expert about her. I was just like, what idiots in the Post.
Yeah, who went
Oh,
for
here
that
it is.
angle?
Oh, thanks, Ben. Here it is, actually. Eddie Doyle, the real-life Ted Danson.
Oh, yeah.
Who served drinks for 30 years at the Bull and Finch pub in Boston. The
Real-life
bar in which
Ted
Cheers
Danson.
was based on, said, "I'm just really surprised and hope she's going to be all right. I guess they say things like that happen around the holidays."
That guy really gave the scoop. Good thing they went to him for the skinny. That guy really has his finger on the pulse of what's going on in Hollywood. What a new angle. Boston boob.
That was the worst part of, one of the worst parts of living in Boston. Was anytime he got a visitor, can we go to Cheers? It doesn't look like the Cheers on TV.
Yeah, they only used the outside shot of the place, and that's it. And
That's
obviously the bar that you saw in that show was, Hollywood produced or whatever.
Yeah, the
on a
closest thing was
soundstage.
like the stairway that went downstairs into it.
I don't even think that was close.
No, that
but
was.
that
That is.
was
Oh,
like,
that was?
Yeah, because it's kind of the outside establishing
okay.
shot,
Yeah.
but you'd always get people that want to go to Cheers. And what a touristy dump that is, with the T-shirts, sweatshirts, the beer mugs. Oh, enough with the Cheers.
But every city has that.
Yeah.
Every city, you know, when you get visitors to New York. Can we go see the Empire State Building?
You can see it
I've lived
from
here
anywhere.
my whole life. I think I've been there once.
Did you actually go up?
Yeah, on a school trip when I was, I think, 12. I
don't
can't be
think I've
bothered. I've never
ever
been to
been
the
up there.
Statue of Liberty. That's right over there. That's within 3 miles of where we sit.
Yeah, but Statue of Liberty is more of a pain in the ass to get to. Not that it's a pain in the ass to get to, but a little more than the Empire State Building. And I've never been to the Empire State Building.
No?
Or the Statue of Liberty.
I went to there, the Trade Center, Statue of Liberty, all those places.
I went to Windows on the World at the Trade Center.
Well, yeah.
Right there.
Had dinner up there.
Yeah, that you had to do, but...
Yeah.
The guy jumped off the Empire State Building the other day.
I know, the other day.
What?
This guy jumped.
There's
Where the
video
hell
of it,
have I
too,
been?
somewhere.
He jumped off. I think it was Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
Didn't he hit something like a fifth floor awning or
Sixth
something?
floor landing.
Sixth floor landing from the 86th floor observatory.
800 feet.
Oofa, that is a far, far drop.
Yeah.
You think when you're jumping from that height, like, right away you realize what a stupid idea this was?
Hey, I can see my house from here. I'm still falling. That gives you a little too much think time, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's much better ways to kill yourself than jumping from a building.
Shelley Long justifiably should kill herself, though. I mean, no, because look, when you walk off a series like Cheers 6 years before that, when you do that and your film crew, like David Caruso,
That sticks with you.
Did it? McLean Stevenson.
Well, David Caruso at least was able to recover.
10 years later, though.
Yeah, you know something, though? Even 10 years later, now you can say to yourself, well, you know, I kind of came out of it. Shelley Long got nothing and nowhere after that.
Yeah.
She left a show that was, you know, on top for years after she left.
She thought she was better than the show.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. A lot of these actors think they're better than the show.
Yep.
Oh, here's the picture of the guy. Holy
It's not a picture of Foster's like a.
Oh, there's the body.
I do hear there's footage, though. Like the Empire State Building has cameras at the top,
everywhere,
videos,
yeah.
and I heard that there's actually video of him jumping.
What
which I'd
picture
love
is
to
that,
see.
Opie?
Well, it shows what an underachiever he is. He couldn't hit the sidewalk. He missed by 5 floors.
Wow, and he didn't miss by that far either.
Yeah, he was about 7 feet from the edge of, I guess this is the 5th floor or whatever.
Did he bang into the building on the way down or anything?
I don't know.
That's a hard building to jump off of because it gets fatter as it goes down.
A suicidal man dressed in black scaled a 10-foot fence and leaped to his death from the Empire State Building's 86th floor observation deck.
Wasn't Earl, was it?
Horrifying holiday.
Dressed in
very
black.
good. Maybe. Have we heard from Earl?
I actually did see him over the weekend. He's too
Horrif-
bad.
Horrifying holiday tours yesterday morning.
Yeah, that's a good little holiday thing. Merry Christmas, be traumatized.
I saw a man near me push his kids out of the way and say, "Look out!" said Keith, one of the many tourists who watched the man plunge. Are you ready for this? 1,000 feet.
Nice.
1,000 feet. I looked up and I saw the guy falling, said Watley, a real estate agent from Atlanta. I don't care where he's from. He was laying flat on his back like he was sleeping on a bed in the air, and he was kind of spinning. And then he just watched him fall. The guy was mesmerized for several seconds until the man hit a 6th floor roof and was instantly killed. You think?
Instantly.
Yeah. There was a loud bang. Wow.
A loud bang. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go right through.
No, he hit. It's concrete when he hit.
Is it?
It's like it's one of those. God, that's good on the radio. Move your hand back and forth.
Back and forth. It's one of those.
You're looking at me. You know what I'm saying. People hearing it can't. He hit part of the building. It's concrete.
Oh my God. There you go. All right.
Merry Christmas.
Merry effing Christmas.
It wasn't NYU though. See, there's been all those jumpings at NYU lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Aunt said a couple weeks ago that they need to install trampolines all around NYU.
Boing. Hey, isn't that depressed Asian coming up by the window?
I don't know.
Boing.
Don't look at her face. You'll never figure it out from that. Can't tell if she's blowing out birthday candles or shooting herself. Just one look.
One look for everything.
One look for everything. She's like one of those, like those AOL icons.
Yeah.
They try to have their. Man, that's it. Over-explain a bad joke.
I was with you though.
I wasn't with me though,
there.
because as soon as I said it, I remembered the AOL icons have many different expressions.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I just contradicted myself like a fool.
I was kind of with you. And then what's going on with the Staten Island doctor? Trying to catch up on all the news that happened after last Wednesday.
We were just talking about him before we went away on vacation. Dr. Gil Leman, and here in New York, if you live in New York, you know Gil. He's the guy that was that used to do those commercials for Staten Island. What was it? It wasn't Staten Island Medical Center.
There was something like
else
that.
in
Staten Island University Hospital?
Staten Island University Hospital. We will treat you for cancers of the neck, chest, ribs, brain, ear, acoustic neuroma. It was like, it would give me the heebie-jeebies just having this guy talk over the radio. It's just creepy. And
reminding you of all the tumors you could get in your
I
lifetime.
know,
It's like,
that's why it was awful.
I don't really need to know I could get a tumor of the neck or whatever you used to say.
You don't know that? I've had cancer of the neck for years.
A year.
Trying to cure it with mice.
Oh, he would just be so creepy. They would play this bad, it's the bad piano music that they would play in the background. And he would
make
talk
it even
about
more depressing.
Yeah, where's that other music? What did you put that on? Did you put that cancer music on?
Cancer? We have cancer music now?
No, you didn't put it on yet?
Oh, all right.
Talking to Eric.
Okay.
I'm just having a conversation with
That's
Eric.
all right,
in
that's
the
all
booth.
right.
But, yeah, it would be like, you hear it for, like, charity things on the radio. It's this bad piano music that they play now during these commercials that's really depressing, and, like, you just don't want to hear it. And then it's Dr. Gil Leman talking about cancers you can get in your ears, cancer of the roof of your mouth, cancer of the nasal cavity, cancer of the eyeball, cancer of the retina,
cancer of the inner ear,
oh,
cancer of the forehead. It's like, ugh.
And they play music. It's not the piano music, but this is like the new thing. It's just more depressing kind of cancer music. It's called cancer music. They play this on what show? What show is this?
They did it on ER.
ER.
Movies.
Yeah.
You got it.
That's not
sure ain't
cancer
it.
music.
Hey, he's got a tumor. Number one answer, tumor.
Oh, that was this Family Feud.
What's that Family Feud?
Let me in love. Let me kiss you on the tumor.
This might be it.
That's it.
Yeah, it's like this one they play when they're
This is the cancer music?
Over the rainbow? This is like a big,
This is the new TV series, Cancer Music. When there's somebody with cancer on the show, it's this shot of them maybe laying in bed, and the camera's panning around as they're maybe dying, and this song is playing. Nice, depressing show.
This guy's like 600 pounds that sings this. He's some Hawaiian guy. He's humongous.
Hawaiian?
Yeah, Hawaiian, yeah.
This is great.
It's that Hawaiian joint. Yeah.
Is it old Mr. Hanalei? But I did nothing wrong.
Oh, yeah, all right.
And the guy just dropping dead in the bed, in the hospital bed.
They play this on ER, right?
When the Anthony Edwards doctor died, he was laying in some kind of open-air condo in the Caribbean, and he just goes, oh, shit, and they let it go on the air, and he just fell off the bed, and he's laying on the floor, and then it just pulls like a scene is just panning out from the ocean and the condo, and it goes into the sky.
Why do people want to watch depressing shit?
I love depressing stuff.
I hate it.
I don't need my heartstrings
Never watch those god-awful hospital shows because they're the most depressing things you can watch. I like cop shows where skulls are being shot.
And you know, I remember that scene with Anthony Edwards. They're trying to make it seem like he went out his way, and he's overlooking the ocean and the Caribbean, and perfect weather, and this song's playing as he's dying from cancer. The reality is, we're all gonna have a horrendous ending. No one dies nice. It always ends in some horrific tragedy.
I think your own terms is not dying.
Yeah, here's your own terms. Climb the 10-foot fence and leap off the 86th floor.
Well, yeah. Those were his own terms. This is awful.
I like this. This is depressing.
Isn't it?
Big fat Hawaiian.
Anyway, so the skin-headed nerd laying on the floor. What happened? What happened to his hair?
Those rotten white blood cells ate up the whole inheritance.
What happened to Goose?
Oh my God,
he was Goose.
Right on, he was Goose.
What happened? Wow, that was a way to go out. Ejecting from your fighter and hitting your head on the canopy. Not laying there while Fatty sings this song. It's horrible.
Hey, Anthony, you know how we like to go backwards before you get to the Staten Island doctor?
Oh, yeah.
Could you do the backwards noise for us? Yeah, so it's a real bummer about Shelley Long, with the OD thing.
Yeah.
Let's go to the phone and talk to Tom in Ohio. What's up, Tom?
How you doing, fellas?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, man, seems like there's something with that Cheers roll, because you got one of them that OD'd on drugs or whatever she took, and then the other one looks like she may OD'd on pork chops.
Oh, Kirsty Alley? Where is the Star magazine with Kirsty Alley where she admits that no one wants to F her anymore?
You know what? This is a great move for her because she's everywhere. You cannot pick up a tabloid without her big fat face.
Yeah, where was the one who was around here for a while? She was on the cover. And she admitted she's like over 200 pounds now, and no one wants
huge,
and no one wants to have sex with her.
Oh,
where is that thing? Oh, this is the other version.
Yeah, it's a different version.
She was so hot in Wrath of Khan. Remember that? She was in Wrath of Khan.
Was she?
I think so. No, she was in the other one.
Yeah, this is.
She was in the third one or the second one.
She played
Which one
V'ger?
was she in? No. Which Star Trek was she in?
I don't know. I know she was in it.
She was.
She was in
had
Cheers.
Vulcan ears.
Ben, if you can, I know we never got to, but you got to find the other one where she's on the cover. No,
It was Wrath of Khan, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, here it is.
She looks like Ozzy there.
Holy yes, I said
She looks like Ozzy.
she really does. And look, she's giving the finger like I don't care anymore.
Oh,
she
she
cares. Yeah, the cover of the Star magazine. 260-pound Kirsty Alley, too fat for sex.
Too fat for sex?
260 pounds she's up to now. She confesses no sex for over 4 years,
Oh my God.
and that she still can't stop. She can't stop pigging out.
Ugh.
Yeah, so she's a mess as well.
Yeah, you saw that starting to happen during Cheers, but I guess the producers kept it in check.
Mm-hmm.
They do that. They wield an iron fist, those guys, sometimes. They're very blunt. Lose some weight. You're getting a little fat in the ass. And she went on all kinds of diets, looked good again. But then once Cheers ended, ooh,
It
man.
just didn't matter anymore.
Did not matter to her.
It's been a rough few years for Kirsty Alley. She's 53, by the way. And
Yeah,
not just
she's no
because her
kid.
career has been in a slump. On the episode of Oprah Winfrey Show that aired, Kirsty made a shocking revelation. She hasn't had sex in 4.5 years, confessing, I don't want to have fat sex.
I don't want to have fat sex?
I've seen myself naked. I couldn't believe it, and so I just was crushed. So I don't have sex anymore. I don't want to have fat sex.
I respect that.
What's fat sex?
I don't know. Someone's got
You know, if she doesn't want to have it, she's had it and it went awful, you know? Like just, the guy left during the middle of it. I can't even be part of this fat sex.
I guess by the end of the show, we got to define what fat sex is today.
Fat sex, it's sweaty, it stinks.
And it doesn't involve the vagina or the anal cavity.
Which one of the guys?
I think the guys are just having sex with the folds.
The folds.
That's fat sex.
It does look, when you see those big fat women porno pictures that people have some need to send you, it looks like it would be very hard to really get in there, you know? It just looks like there's a lot of baggage out front.
Also, a lot of emotional things you'd have to like block out for yourself. The fact that you're mounting a rhinoceros.
And you know you're thinking, hey, it's Kirsty Alley.
Yeah.
You know, it's a celebrity.
Then you see that big fat bullfrog thyroid looking at you, and you're like, ugh. That bloated fat girl thyroid, you just want to sink your teeth into it.
That tire tube Florida Evans thing around the neck.
Right under the neck.
James!
Is that a tumor?
Big tire tube.
That's funny.
Treadless skid.
Rob in Baltimore, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I was watching HBO this weekend, and Kirsty actually has a show coming on HBO called Fat Actress.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
She's
yeah.
marketing this fat Kirsty thing.
Yeah, she's going with it.
Yeah, she's like eating some big ass plate of spaghetti in front of her.
Man, you
She
gotta
doesn't
take care of yourself.
Yeah. You have a clip, Eric?
What does he have a clip of?
Oh, we have a video clip of from our show, I guess.
Oh, really? When did we start doing a TV show?
I don't know.
We just got it this morning. Somebody emailed it to us, so we could have it up on the website very soon.
Oh, you're just gonna? Okay, I thought we were gonna play it.
No.
It'll be up on opieandanthony.com.
She was Lieutenant Savick on Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan, the best Star Trek, in my personal opinion.
That the second one?
That was the second one. Yeah, second one.
Dan Yankee from VA. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, hey, Kirsty Alley ain't that fat.
She ain't that fat.
Hell no, I'd bend her right over, bud.
She's 260 pounds.
That's okay. I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. I'd bend her right over.
He is from Virginia.
After all.
You got to remember.
It comes with the territory.
It certainly does. They love their fat broads down south.
All right.
Love them.
Well, damn Yankee would do Kirsty Alley. Let's say hi to Brian in Virginia.
Need a girl with a little meat on her
what's up,
bones.
Looks like a lot of people in Virginia got their XM satellite radios recently. A lot
I've
of calls
had
from
mine
Virginia.
For 2 years.
All right, cool. What do you have, Brian?
A definition for fat text.
Yeah.
When you're trying to find the wet spot, you flip through the rolls till you smell shit, and then you turn back one.
That old gag.
That was a good one. I never heard that one.
Oh, you never heard that one?
No.
That's good. Thank you, Brian.
Later, guys.
All right.
Gruesome.
Should we fast forward back to the Staten Island doctor?
Oh.
All right, so we're over here now.
Oh, with the cancer music again.
Yeah.
This is great, actually, this song.
It's awful.
You don't like it?
No.
Isn't it horrid? And you don't either. Shut
I actually
up.
do. I like it.
Stop it,
Dude,
you don't.
I like depressing stuff.
I was
You like to
never
just
into that.
sit back and get depressed?
If it's quality, if it's something that's trying to yank an emotion out of me, I'll spit my gum at the TV. But if it's genuine,
Give me one example where it was quality, where you sat back and enjoyed something depressing.
whose life is it anyway? Richard Dreyfuss, John Cassavetes. He plays an artist who becomes a quadriplegic in a car wreck, and his whole thing is he's fighting for his right to die.
Oh.
It's unbelievable. Richard Dreyfuss is amazing. He should win the Oscar.
I went to try out ER one night. I figured, what's all the hoopla with this show? I'm gonna check it out. I figured, maybe I'm jumping to conclusions on it, and every episode isn't depressing, and perhaps I'll get one of the funny ER episodes or something, where the general plot underlying is
I know what you're going to
funny.
say, but go ahead.
I turn it on, and it was an episode where there was a car accident, and they have to bring this little kid into the room where the mother is dead, and then the doctor is explaining to the child how they will have these, your mommy is going to have tubes. Your mommy is going to have tubes coming out of her mouth, and that's what we use to try to help your mommy. And don't be afraid of those. And they lead the kid in, and the kid's crying, and it was one of the... right.
I used to be an ER fan. I'm trying to move on. But they just tell you every week of other things you could die from and other diseases that you had no idea were out there.
If you have any hypochondria, you will think you have some of these things.
Right.
The people come in, they got these symptoms, and you're like, oh, my God, I had an earache.
Right.
And you're thinking now it's a tumor in the brain, and you're now you're watching what you're going to have to go through.
Yeah. Now you're thinking, I got cancer in my ear.
Yeah. Cancer of the ear, neck, chest,
You don't
throat.
want cancer in your ear.
Cancer in your ear?
Ear.
In your ear.
No, you don't want cancer in your ear.
That's what I said.
Yeah, in your ear. That old gag. So, what's going on with the Staten Island doctor?
Oh, hey, we're back.
Yeah, sort of.
Well, Gil Leman was treating George Harrison.
Right.
For his cancer.
Well, he was the guy that got in trouble because George Harrison was down to, 95 pounds, and the doctor's trying to get him to sign guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
He
wanted to get him to sign some stuff, and he brought in a guitar to George Harrison's bedside. And this was when George was, he didn't even know who he was. Oh, I'm Ringo. He had no clue. And he made him that's what they're saying, made him sign this guitar. And people were outraged. George Harrison's family outraged and brought a lawsuit against him. Well, the judge that was ruling in the case is writing song parodies. He got up on the bench, and instead of just giving his verdict or whatever he's got to do, he delivered it in song to something. Attracts bad press like no other doctor. That's what he said. Something in the folks he meets. He's in our jurisdiction now. I'm not saying it's a good song parody.
Judge's a hack.
He's getting Beatles autographs somehow. This is what the judge wrote. Yeah. Something in the lawsuits he gets.
This is real? You're not making this up?
This is what he said.
Did he do this to the courthouse?
Attracts jurors like no other doctor. Something for his son that rocks. Jurors come just to see the Beatles, Doc. He looked at George Harrison's cock. I don't know. He didn't write one.
I didn't finish the rhyme?
No.
What did he do when Lennon got shot? Did he say, imagine all the bullets emptied into your bespectacled face? Bespectacled. Awful song parody.
You're asking me to move this case. You get emails, bad emails. They can't be fair in this fair place. Your case will fail. Oh, it will fail. What the?
Who do you write this to?
I guess to Dr. Gil Leman.
He said this in the courthouse. That's how crazy this guy is.
Your Honor, I wish you got cancer of the hand before you wrote this. Cancer of the wrist, fingers. Something like upstate in Madison. And all I have to do is move this trial somewhere they don't know George Harrison. If this case I were to keep, the defendant would gently weep.
Are you kidding me?
This guy wrote this.
What a kook.
Throw him off the bench.
There's more?
No,
not
that's
more.
pretty much it.
All right.
Georgia, Justice Robert Gigante included in his legal decision involving the late Beatles' controversial cancer doctor. He threw this song in, a parody to something. Lederman and his colleagues at Staten Island University Hospital gave the 66-year-old New Mexico woman too much radiation in 2001, causing her death 2 months later. I guess he's up on other charges.
Wow.
Oof. Oh, wow.
And he got mad because we played the circus music behind his commercial.
Just quickly. Doctor's latest problem centered on a wrongful death suit filed by the family of a colon cancer patient who was lured to Staten Island by Lederman's much-publicized claims of revolutionary cancer treatment. Yeah, and they got mad at us for putting the music behind it.
Right.
And that's the one that gave a little too much radiation.
All right.
So what did the judge say about that woman? Did he play a parody for Another One Bites the Dust? It was an awful song parody.
Let's go to Clint in New Mexico. Hey, Clint. Oh, wait. I messed up here, I think.
Oh, there you go.
Clint, you there?
I'm here.
All right, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I wanted to refer to a great scholar by the name of Rodney Carrington.
Okay.
With sex with a fat woman, it's like sticking your dick in a coffee can.
Hey, that's not bad.
Coffee can. Yeah.
But I think it's funny, but I think it's a little hurtful to people who are overweight.
Shut up.
What?
You should be more sensitive on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a good line, I guess, if you like to hurt people.
Michael from Colorado, what's up?
Well, I got a fat chick story.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so I was living in Buffalo about 3 years ago or so, and I meet this chick at a Christmas party.
They're not chicks. They're called Buffalo Betties.
Buffalo.
She was a Buffalo Betty.
Buffalo Betties. They got their peacock hairdos, and they wear their oversized sweatshirts, usually with the Bills logo on it, to cover up their bunts. That's what you get in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Nicknamed Buffalo Betties.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
See, all right, so, I mean, I can't front. I mean, I'm into big chicks, right?
You're into big chicks?
Yeah, well, I'm half blind anyway, so I figure they might as well be bigger so I can see them.
Yeah, but then you have to feel them. That's the worst. You rely on touch. You have to touch that
Touch
mammoth.
and smell.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
exactly.
Two of the worst things you want with a fat broad.
All right, so here's where I get to the feeling part.
You want cancer of the nose, nasal passages, sinuses.
Go ahead.
Cancer of the cunt.
Cancer of the fingertips.
Ugh.
All right, go ahead, Michael.
Okay, anyway, so we get back to my place after a second date. And I'm realizing as she's taking her clothes off, she's been wearing girdles, so she's smaller. So we kind of get into it because I'm feeling pretty bad because I've already committed to the sex.
Not too sweaty underneath those girdles either.
Wait,
I bet.
you continued having sex with her because you felt bad?
Of course,
and you
he's
already
got her in his
committed?
place. He's committed.
I've committed to the sex.
You don't stop at that point. Screw it. You went the distance. Now the chick's in your place. and disrobing, you got to go for it.
There's a point where you're committed to the sex and you'll do it even though you don't want to do it. This
I'm
is
with
something
the
new
guy.
for me.
It's a commit. It's a pass the fail safe.
You can't come up with some kind of crazy excuse at that point?
Well, I didn't. I just figured I'd pretend she was someone.
All right, so
if you're willing to set your house on fire,
without a
you're
doubt,
pretty much committed.
I'll be right back. And you light a match and go, what the hell's going on? Fire alarm goes off. Oh, too bad.
Yeah, okay.
You actually have sex with someone you decide you didn't. What the hell just arrived?
I don't. Somebody delivered these things. I don't know who they are, but who brought those in this morning? Steve. And we asked, me and Jimmy asked, what are those? And Steve goes, they're plastic balls. And Jimmy goes, what's inside them? Thinking they were a case for something. And he goes, no, they're just plastic balls. You could hang them places or. Whose
I think they're
brilliant
Christmas ornaments.
idea?
I think you hang these on your tree.
I think Steve wears these as earrings.
Steve, what the hell is this?
They're
Whose
big
brilliant
plastic
idea?
balls.
Someone's sitting around getting stoned with their friends going, wouldn't it be cool to have, like, plastic balls to hang up? Let's make them.
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it. They're big plastic, I guess.
It looks like a sack. It's a scrotum with balls in it.
Like the only way to describe it that I found would be like fuzzy dice, but plastic, and they're testicles, and they're to be hung on a rear view window. And a
They're
guy's
too
got
heavy for window, aren't they? A rear view mirror.
And then there's a hat that came with the box that says "Got Nuts."
Several different sizes. A guy's got a whole website where he sells these things. And he said, "Would you like me to send you a box of stuff?" And I was like, "Go ahead."
I don't think that.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
either.
I don't get it. I don't think this one's going to take off.
Yeah. It's not the next Pet Rock.
It's not the next Pet Rock or Baby on Board sign.
Right,
thing.
Baby on Board.
Oh, he's got T-shirts too. Got Nuts.
Do they have any of those things that have like maybe a lump in them? Or any with just
Depends
one
on the
ball
testicle.
and an empty sack?
They've got a lot of weight to them, so I don't know if they'd
what?
if they'd fit on a rear view.
This is the
mirror.
stupidest
You
thing
step
I've
on
ever
the brakes and your windshield gets broke.
Dude, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
You
Check
could
this
throw
out.
these off the bridge in Long Island and kill a woman if you don't have a spare turkey. Just throw these off.
The hole that's through here, that's meant to hang it, it's like it's made for a bolt to go through with a washer. I don't understand what this is.
I think there's also pictures on this guy's website of them hanging off the back of car bumpers, like if you want to give your car a set of nuts. I don't understand.
Dude, this guy is.
I don't know.
What kind of pot is
Listen
he
to the-
smoking?
this
Where
is
can
the
I get
sound.
some?
Here they are. Here's me dropping one from 6 inches. They weigh a ton. This isn't a cute fuzzy dice thing. You could, and then the Got Nuts T-shirt. How about Got Bankruptcy, pal? Because I really don't see this taking off.
And you left the best part off. There's not even a delicious cock to enjoy.
Oh, and Got Nuts panties and baby tees.
Right.
You could use this
All right, well,
for a hammer.
This guy is trying. I don't get it.
Oh,
A real entrepreneur.
somebody please kill their spouse with this. How perfect would that be?
She was bludgeoned about the head with a plastic pair of nuts.
What is the website?
It's thenutshop.com.
The Nut Shop.
Yeah.
The Nut Shop for all your nut needs.
Buy nuts that you can work on your biceps with. No reason for balls that are this heavy.
Ridiculous.
All right, let's get back to Michael
Ben,
in
take
Colorado.
these because they're probably the size of yours.
And I thought you guys were trying to get rid of all the gay.
That's not gay, though. It's just an odd thing somebody said.
Yeah, this
You know, we're one for getting rid of the gay, but stop putting the gay tag on anything we talk about now, for God's sake.
A bunch of men can't just have a conversation about some balls for a few minutes.
Ridiculous plastic nuts that some guy's trying to sell.
All right, go ahead, Michael.
Okay.
So so I guess you brought a fat girl home. You didn't realize how fat she was until she removed her girdle that was keeping her like less fat, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you figured, I invite her back to my place. I've committed, so I have to have sex with her. I really don't get that one, but okay, I'll go with it.
It happens. I'm a sensitive guy. I felt guilty.
All right, so what happened?
So I, reached between her crotch, and she has the fattest pussy I have ever witnessed in my entire life. Not cute with pudgy lips like Norton likes. I'm talking fat. Like she gained a lot of weight, and it all went to her cunt. I mean,
Hey. All right, hey.
Well, so you wait,
careful with that word.
Let me see, sir. I happen to like larger vaginal lips, but I mean, you're saying it was almost like the leg extended into it, like that kind of fat.
It was like flabby.
Like was it extra wide?
It was extra wide
and extra high and
Yeah.
extra fat.
Extra fat.
That would be awful.
It was terrible. So then we get into it, and she says, wait a minute, I need to get some lube. So she put this big glob of KY jelly on her belly.
Was she carrying it around in her purse or something?
Yeah, it was in her purse. And so...
Gotta baste that turkey.
Yeah, we get into it. It's all getting into the folds in her stomach, and I'm covered in...
KY in the folds of her stomach. You hear me go. He goes, I'm covered in it.
Yeah, because it's not just in the area.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if she ate a Hershey bar, it would be all over her face. It's
Right.
the same thing. It just goes everywhere.
Oh, that's hilarious. You're covered in KY. What a sight.
And I was disgusted.
Yeah.
And so I was figuring, I'm pissed at this point because I've been bamboozled, hoodwinked, and led astray.
Mm-hmm.
So I just start giving it to her, and then we turn the lights on after we're done, and I actually fake the orgasm. Thank God I had the condom on so I could kind of get out of there and eject. Turn the light on. Face is red like a fucking Oompa Loompa. She goes, oh, that's my rosacea.
She had rosacea, too?
Ugh.
What the hell's that?
It's like Sterling Hitchcock, that Yankee pitcher. They always... People with those perpetually appley red cheeks that you just want to smash.
Oh, there's a name for that?
Rosacea, yeah.
But sometimes it's not just appley red cheeks. You can almost see the veins on the surface of the skin turning red, and it's blotchy.
So her face turned extra red because she had good sex with you?
I don't know what the hell that was. That wasn't... It was fat sex. I don't know if it was actually...
Fat sex.
Fat
This
sex.
must be the fat sex that Kirsty Alley's talking about that she doesn't want to be part of.
Yeah.
And why she hasn't had sex in years.
And after I was done, I went into the shower, and there wasn't enough bleach or hot water to purify my skin.
Were you crying in the bottom of the shower?
I was going to say, you roll up into a ball
fetal position
and do the rape shower.
Take a rape shower.
Scrub yourself till the water gets cold in the tub.
I don't know what happened. I just came home with a fat whore.
All right. Thank you, Michael.
There's no reason for you to have done that either, man. Well, I don't know why you'd have sex with someone you didn't want to.
Yeah, I don't get that either, but...
Robert H. From Salt Lake City is saying if you ever come through Salt Lake, you'll see lots and lots of pickup trucks with those nuts on them. When I see those, I can't decide if it's for the truck or the lack of balls of the driver. I guess it's for a lot of these people with the mentality of, God damn, I drive a Ford and it's got balls. And now your truck can have balls by putting the plastic nuts, and it's got to be durable and heavy because it's going to be outside on a vehicle.
You know what the problem with this is? There's no penis attached. No,
Can you please isolate that?
We need that clip. Mark it.
But you're driving down the road, right? And this is hanging from the back of a car. You don't even know what it is at first.
It's just got to have balls.
Right.
That's why there's only
You
veins
don't really know
on
what
one
it is.
side. That's for the side that faces the people.
Right.
And the other side goes against your bumper.
It looks like it could be a hanging eggplant. I don't know. It does.
Yeah, it does look like a couple of eggplants.
Something.
It's just dumb.
It is really dumb.
Who's going to go, look at that hanging from the car, ha.
Where do I get mine?
No one.
I think it's, I think there's a certain mindset of people that might pick that up and put it on their vehicle.
It's
is
got
what
balls,
I'm
don't
saying.
it?
Yeah.
Tony on Long Island, what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Just to say, talk about taking one for the team. I used to work for a company, and I dealt with a girl in Chicago who she moved down to Atlanta. And so we got talking, and I just broken up with my girlfriend. And so one night we started having phone sex after she gave me her home number. So I said, you know what? This is crazy. Let's meet halfway between Atlanta and Richmond and find out, and let's have sex for real. So I get in the car. It's Belmont weekend. I'm stuck in traffic, bleary-eyed. 9 hours later, I get down to Richmond, Virginia. And I get out of the car, and she's like 350 pounds. And I'm like, holy shit.
You didn't, ask those questions before you decided to commit to a long drive?
I was like, whatever. I just broken up with a girlfriend of 4 years. I wanted to get one right out of the way just to have it happen. And I got down there, and it was just like she was huge. But I was like, I can't turn around without getting some, so I took one for the team.
I don't get that, man.
Oh, dude, that's awful. I won't talk to a fat chick if she lives 5 minutes from me, much less drive 9 hours and acknowledge one. What's wrong with you?
All right, well, here's the real shame, is that she was a real nymphomaniac, and I wanted to get anal sex. So I flew down to Atlanta and banged her in the ass all weekend. It was horrible. We're out in Buckhead, and there's all these hot chicks. There I am with this big pig, this bar in Buckhead.
Oh, wow.
It was horrible.
Did she want to go out?
Yeah, she's like, oh, let's go out.
So now you got to walk around with her?
Yeah, it was horrible. She wanted to come to New York, and I was like, absolutely not. Cut it off right there.
It's
That
all
was-
about the anal sex. I've walked around Buckhead. You're right. There's a lot of
Buckhead.
beautiful women in that area. And you
She
walk
wants to
around
show
with
you-
a 350-pound girl because she needs to go out.
You got on a plane to have sex with a barnyard animal. Congratulations.
That's hilarious.
You too, guys.
All right. I like
That's,
when the honesty comes out on this show, man.
That's, something that reminds me a lot of the Dreamweaver story from years ago. I remember that. It was because I didn't want to be seen with her, and it's self-centered. It's nasty. It's probably not the nicest thing to do, but it was a girl that I met on the CB radio, named Dreamweaver, of course. That's the music. Her name was Dreamweaver. That was her CB handle, the Dreamweaver.
And what were you again?
I was Wrangler.
That's right, Wrangler.
I was the Wrangler because my job back then was on horseback. I would keep stable animals together and in their pens, and I was a wrangler. If any of the steer got out, I would wrangle them back in. The Wrangler.
I hope that's why you got that name.
Yeah, there's many.
So that is why.
So did you use the CB radio to try to pick up chicks back then?
No.
Or was it for the job?
I didn't use it to pick up chicks. Everyone had a CB back then. It was. It
was all the
like
rage.
The mid to late 70s. So everyone had CB. No one had cell phones, Opie. So it was
Breaker. Breaker for the Dreamweaver. You got your ears on? It's the Wrangler. I'll be 10-10, 10-8 on the side. Dreamweaver, if you're out there. Okay, Dreamweaver, if you're out there, the Wrangler's on the side. Out.
But how did you start talking to her? She just happened to be on the CB one day?
Yeah, I think I was trying to get in touch with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe my brother Joe.
Hey, Flying Fingers. You out there, Flying Fingers?
His name was Flying Fingers?
Yeah.
Why?
Guitar player.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh. Hey, Flying Fingers, you out there?
And then one day I hear a voice over the radio, and it was Dreamweaver.
It's Dreamweaver, and she almost had like an attitude like, why am I talking on the bullhorn now? Like Daria on MTV. Daria? She kind of had that whole thing, so it was kind of a cool attitude back then.
So I started talking to her.
Hey, Dreamweaver, this is the Wrangler. Well, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Dana Point. Oh, I'm San Juan Capistrano. I'm right, down the road. Oh. Well, I gotta go. Okay.
How old were you?
And then maybe, oh, God.
13, 14?
Yeah, 13. And we kind of, every night when I'd get on the CB radio.
She was there?
She was there. She was always on the CB. And we would talk.
That should have been your first clue.
Should have been the first clue. Always on the CB radio. And I decided one day that I was going to ask her on a date. A date. But, my term kind of date. Not your ordinary date. We're going to go horseback riding. Because I have horses. And that's what I do. That's what I do now. So, you got
Dreamweaver to Wrangler. Like to know what you're doing this Saturday. Oh, nothing. Oh, okay. You want to go horseback riding with
And
me?
you never met her?
Never met her.
That's the key to the story. Okay.
Never met her. Okay. You know where the river bed splits in Capistrano? Yeah, I know that. Okay, I'll meet you there, and we'll go riding this weekend. We got a bunch of hills we could go riding up in. Oh, that sounds great. Okay, Dreamweaver out. Okay, Wrangler, over and out. I'll see you Saturday.
Were you all excited at this point?
Oh, it's great.
Because you have this image in your head, what she looks like probably.
Dreamweaver. Opie, the name.
It should say it all.
She's weaving dreams in my head of what she could be. Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver has to be a hot chick, right?
Absolutely. Dreamweaver. So all day Saturday, all morning, I got up early. I washed 2 horses which, it's quite a chore, and brushed the horses down. They looked great. Take some saddle soap to the saddle and everything.
Did you clean out their sheath?
No, I didn't clean out the sheath, pulling out hunks of beef jerky out of there. Never understood the people that did clean out the sheath. There was some stable...
cleaning out the sheath?
Dude, there was some stable whores that used to keep horses around where we kept them. And they were girls, in their teens. They had these horses that used to clean their horses. You got to clean the hoofs. You take this hook in your hand, lift the hoof up, and you're like scraping horse shit out of their hoofs.
Right.
Clean it out. And then you brush them, you bathe them. You got to clean their teeth sometimes, and their ears. And then their sheath. This is a male horse. They don't walk around with their dick hanging out all the time. It goes up into a sheath that's on their underbelly. This sheath gets filthy. And dried up skin and dirt
and rocks get caught up in there.
All kinds of crap gets caught in there. And these girls would reach up, grab this giant horse cock, and just pull it out of the sheath and start picking off all this dirt as they're just, talking. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Does the horse get excited?
Sometimes, yeah. But most of the part, they're just looking around, eating their hay and getting stuff picked off of them. Just disgusting. No, I didn't clean the sheath.
Just smelled it under your fingernails.
It did. Some of these pieces were like beef jerky.
Dude, when I was at college...
Yeah.
Are you done with the sheath part? Because it's reminding me of something. When I was at college, I had this roommate, and his job on the weekends was to mate horses.
Oh, yeah.
And he had to go to work with a raincoat on. And his whole job, I swear to God. Because I don't know, but I hear like when they it's unbelievable. It's everywhere, and there's a lot of it.
It's just calamity.
Is it really?
Yeah. We used to
Have you seen
breed horses.
You've seen a horse just ejaculate?
We didn't do it like they do it now. It's very technical and stuff.
Right.
And in a lab, we just threw a horse that was in heat together with a stallion, and they would go at it. And a lot of times, the horse would miss. But horses are completely premature. The horse would hop up on the other one. The stallion would hop up on the mare. And if the horse's cock just like hit the thigh of the other horse, and it would just go spraying everywhere.
And there's a lot of it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because this kid he had his special raincoat, and his whole job was to make sure he got that, penis into her.
Right, he'd try to put it in.
And he would get covered with freaking horse
They get all worked up, and unless it's in, if it's not in, it's going to go everywhere.
What a job.
So they would go crazy.
Because, in college, man, you're all hungover and tired, and this was his job, after maybe 2 hours sleep, he would get his raincoat and go down to the horse farm to mate horses.
Yeah, that's right, old boy. So you're gonna get a piece of her, aren't you? Oh, calm down. Whoa, hey, oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm not gonna race him though. I'm just gonna jerk him off.
Very good.
Just gonna clean his sheath.
So, all right, Dreamweaver, the horses are ready for your little date, right?
Yeah.
All
right,
getting all excited for my date. Clean the horse up. And now I was riding up into the hills that we used to ride up in all the time and take care of the cattle and everything. So I wanted to look the part. So I had my Western attire on, Opie, and I was the little cowboy.
Oh my God!
I had the hat, I had the boots, spurs, chaps, jeans, and a Western style shirt. That's how I used to dress.
Did you have a gay video crew following you?
In any other circumstance, that is very gay. But I was actually doing the work. I was a working cowboy out there, out west. And I want to look the part. I had my rifle. I had saddlebags with our lunch in it and stuff. And I even had a bedroll. Just in case.
Hey.
Just in case old Dreamweaver decided to be a goer. I had everything I needed. And what I planned on doing, I had all these fantasies going on in my head. She was weaving dreams on me.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go out there. I was going to shoot a rabbit and then skin it and cook it right there like I knew how to do, like I'd done plenty of times when we used to go out camping and stuff. and I was going to, like, cook her a rabbit.
You were going to live off the land with
Live
Dreamweaver.
off the land, just me and Dreamweaver up
the
in the hills.
weekend.
And I was thinking this, and this was what
Little
I was going to do.
skinny 13-year-old kid.
Oh, pull out my 6-gun. Yeah. Look at me. I just bagged us a rabbit, Dreamweaver.
And you're so hot.
Oh, yeah. I was completely like, I had been thinking about this all day.
How long have you been talking to her?
Probably about 2 weeks, I guess. About 2 weeks just talking. So we kind of got to know each other and everything. And she was into horses, and I thought this was going to be a great first date. I was going to show what a man I was. I even got some home brew. It was this stuff that the Mexicans used to make at a stable that was real close to ours. They used to take these bourbon barrels that they would get from the distillery, fill it up with 3 gallons of water, and then roll it around every day for about a month. And when you poured it out, you got a gallon would come out of just the strongest fuck-you-up liquid I've ever had in my life.
Moonshine.
Besides some of that, maybe get Dreamweaver a little, get a little tipsy and stuff. Drink it out of those tin cups like the old West guys used to do. Want to snort? Keep it with the old West motif. Well, get the horses, go to where the river splits there in San Juan Capistrano, and I'm waiting for her. Got there early,
Oh, you got butterflies in your stomach,
I
right?
did. I'm still looking at everything, making sure everything's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And off in the distance, I see a figure walking down the riverbed, and that must have been Dreamweaver. Like, here she comes. But it's just a speck coming, and I can't quite figure it out yet. But
maybe the sun's in your eye a little bit, but
I'm looking.
You see the silhouette, right?
I'm looking. She came in out of the rising sun. Yeah, I was looking. As she's getting closer, I'm thinking, well, maybe the heat is, spreading things out. You know how the heat waves on the highway make the highway look a little wider?
A little
sometimes?
higher, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. It could get like that.
Was it cold? Maybe she had a parka on.
Maybe she had something, even though it was a very hot day.
Right.
Oh,
God.
No. And as she got closer, I can't explain my disappointment.
I think I can explain it with this.
Dude, the disappointment is really coming back to me now. I'm kind of remembering how disappointing it was. I had this image of this beautiful girl that was going to come and ride with me, and I swear I was going to take the ride first through town and then up into the hills, just so people could see me with the girl I imagined I was going to be with. And then your date
was going to end with puppet sex?
It was just going to be
gonna
crazy.
Having sex on the riverbed.
Having sex like the Marlboro Man. I was just going to be there with this hot girl in a bedroll with a campfire
up against
with
the
my
tree
rabbit
and the
cooking
river,
over it,
sure.
and guns and whiskey and broads and horses and fucking a manly night with my hot broad Dreamweaver. The disappointment set in at 100 yards. I saw her big fat head and her big fat face and her greasy stringy hair.
Oh, God.
And her loose-fitting, bunt-ridden jeans.
Bunt-ridden jeans.
Yeah.
The bunt wore away the jeans like your knees were.
Oh, yeah. A little frayed at the bunt.
Yeah.
I can't tell you that because I had built it up to something so huge in my head. The disappointment was such a letdown.
Did you fake it though, like a big smile, like "Hey"?
I don't
glad
even
to meet
think
you.
I don't even think I did. I don't even think I did. And perhaps she was just as disappointed, thinking I was this Marlboro Man. I was, Mr. Macho, and there I am with my, little skinny arms and, trying to pull off the cowboy thing. But, she was fat. It was very disappointing.
So what'd you do?
Well, I tried to say, "Hey, how you doing?" with a big smile and stuff, but it was just like, "Hey, what's up?" I think the person that was more pissed was the horse that she got a ride. Looked at me like, thanks. Thanks a lot.
What was the Clydesdale busy?
Yeah. I said, how you doing? She hops on the horse. No ride through town.
Mm-hmm.
No proud ride through town as I show off this girl. I imagine just hair blowing as people looked up and went, wow, what a beautiful girl on that horse. And turned directly around, went down the river, up into the hills. Took a ride for about, I'll be honest, 45 minutes. That was it. No bedroll, no fire, no hunting rabbit.
No sex.
I'd had to beg a moose to feed that bitch. Believe me, with no rabbit. She'd ate the rabbit whole, fur and all.
One bite. Done.
Yeah. And none of that fun stuff I imagined. 45 minutes, I just went like, we better get heading in. And I think she even asked why, and I said something, the horse, I think the one you're on was coming up lame or something, and I had to get it back early, and but I had a great time. Thanks. Dropped her back off where the river splits, and took the horse back. Was disappointed. I remember my father was all happy and stuff. He was like, "Hey, how'd it go?" It's like, "Oh, Dad, she was a fat broad." And she said something that Jimmy said the other day. Sometimes you just got to go hogging.
That's what Dad said?
Yeah. He always had kind words of wisdom like that.
You truly had the greatest dad.
Yeah.
You really had the greatest dad.
And that was...
You never saw her again, did you?
Nope. I think I saw her once more. I never called... Like, I'd be on the CB,
Hey, it's the Wrangler looking for flying fingers. Wrangler looking for flying fingers. You out there flying fingers? Hey, Wrangler, it's Dreamweaver. Wrangler out.
You just blew it off totally?
Dreamweaver, Wrangler. You got your ears on? Yeah, unfortunately for you, I had my eyes on that day, and I saw what a fat pig you were. Yeah, hey, Dreamweaver, got your pork chops on?
Wow.
Yeah, so I saw her one night at a party at another stable, and she was singing around a campfire with a bunch of other people, and we kind of just traded a passing glance. But I think, she knew that I was disappointed. I couldn't even hide it because of what I built up. No one would have lived up to that.
Yes, Jimmy?
Nothing. I'm just empathizing with that.
Yeah.
That stinks.
All right, why don't we take a break? Yeah, that does stink.
Who was that girl that was in Playboy years ago? Hef's first real celebrity chick. Barbie Benton. Remember Barbie Benton?
I know her name. Where was she from?
She was just, I don't know.
She was a hot...
And she was in Playboy.
Brunette, centerfold.
Yeah. She was in Playboy. That was my image. It was Barbie Benton was going to show up. And if we'll find a picture, I'm sure we will, during commercials or something, pop one up or someone send a link.
Instead, Kirsty Alley showed up.
Yes. That was it. I expected Barbie Benton. I got Kirsty Alley.
And there it goes. All right, why don't we take a break?
Breaker to the Wrangler.
I know.
It's the Dreamweaver, and I got my ears on. Breaker. I look a lot like Bobby Benton on the radio.
Where's Dreamweaver, boy?
You're hunting rabbit. I want a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper and make it snappy. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
And then there she came out. Yoo-hoo, Wrangler!
Thank you, nice lady. Nice ass.
Oh, fat pig.
All right. Well, we've been on the radio for an hour. Why don't we take a break? Anthony, I think we're going to start playing some Christmas stuff here and there, right? Why not?
Yeah, why not? Everyone else is. Are we going all Christmas songs?
I know there's 3 or 4 channels on XM Satellite Radio dedicated to Christmas music. You can find them on your own. I don't really care.
Ooh.
I'm just still disappointed now that I think that.
I know. I
really
can see
hurt me back then.
Well, speaking of flying fingers, he has a Christmas song. Police Got My Car.
Ah, yes.
We'll play this going into break, and we'll continue. So check this out.
Hey, man, you want to go out and get a beer and burn one or something?
I can't, man. The police, they got my car.
What do you mean the police got your car?
Just what I said. The police got my car.
The police got your car?
You stupid ass. The police, they got my car.
Dude, I can't believe the police got your car.
Ah, shut up, man. Police got my car. Police got my car. Police got my car while I was driving home from the bar.
Dude, that really sucks.
Police got my car. Police got my car. The police got my car while I was driving drunk from the bar. Son of a bitch, I want my Chevy for Christmas. I want my friggin' 60 Chevy for Christmas. You stupid dick, I want my Chevy for Christmas so I can go drink at the bar. Son of a bitch, I want my Chevy for Christmas. I want my friggin' 60 Chevy for Christmas. You stupid dick, I want my Chevy for Christmas so I can go get drunk at the bar. Police got my car. Police got my car. Police got my car while I was driving getting stoned in South Central.
Dude, that don't rhyme.
Shut up, man. Police got my car. The police got my car.
The police got your car?
Police got my car while I was driving home drunk from the bar.
You got a Dewey, man.
You stupid dick, I want my Chevy for Christmas. I want my friggin' 60 Chevy for Christmas. I told my bitch I'd have my Chevy for Christmas so we could get drunk at the bar. You stupid dick, I want my Chevy for Christmas.
Who's dick, man?
I want my friggin' 60 Chevy for Christmas. Son of a bitch, I want my Chevy for Christmas so we could go get drunk at the bar.
Calm down, man.
Ah, shut up, man.
The very worst of the Opie and Anthony FU line.
And I'd like to give a giant fuck you to the town of Hempstead's lazy-ass fucking workers. Yesterday, I'm standing outside in the pouring fucking rain with my bare hands clearing out the fucking storm drains that for the last 7 years I've been complaining to the fucking town for to clean up. Otherwise, my house is going to get fucking flooded, and there I am after a 12-hour shift out there doing their fucking job. Fuck you, town of Hempstead. You're a bunch of lazy fucking cocksuckers. And fuck you to my mother-in-law, too, because she's a fucking whining pain in the ass and got my kids sick, too.
Fuck you, the lady died. The bitch ain't gonna clean herself up until she's ready to, and it's very apparent she ain't gonna. So, just fucking cut her loose, guys. That's all I can say. Just cut her fucking loose. Yeah, I'd like to have this fuck you go out to Steve and Ben or whoever put together the holiday worst of. You guys should have just started playing the fucking second week on. You had time to play almost every hour of every show instead of giving us one good solid hour and repeating it 400 times. Fuck you.
I like to say fuck you to my mother. She should have kept her legs closed because she brought me into this world and I'm not enjoying it. Fuck you, Ma.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line at 1-866-FU line 1. 1-866-FU line 1.
It's everything 24/7 XM 202. The O&A virus. It's everything all the time.
Evil and loving it.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
I almost broke my vagina.
Drink until she's pretty.
It's a freak show.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Are you breathing? Sure. Are you breathing?
Exactly what I was going to do.
Oh, that's hilarious. We'll explain in a second. Spreading the O&A virus across America.
Yes.
Thank you for helping us out with that, by the way.
Spreading the virus of the neck, chest, ears, head, eyes.
And a big hi to everyone that turned on their XM satellite radio since we last did a live show.
A lot of catching up to do, you people.
The show getting more gooder every day. And our listeners sending in stuff that we used to play. I think we've explained this a few times. When we got fired 2.5 years ago, or canceled, whatever you want to call it, they locked our office, changed the locks, and we weren't allowed to get any of our stuff. So we were kicked to the curb with nothing, absolutely nothing. Curb. And it was a lot of stuff that I personally collected over the years doing radio, and And they kept it all, Anthony. And slowly but surely, the listeners are sending in stuff that we used to play and to help the show out.
Thank you.
I got something that's going to make you laugh. We finally got it. Let me just play this really fast. It's a quickie. Come on.
I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years. Nothing works here. I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work. I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work.
All is right with the show, boys and girls.
I love that one.
This guy is a freaking lunatic.
That was the HBO Bellevue special that they did.
Yeah.
And this guy, he would just walk around
over and over
saying
again.
this
Right.
all day long.
And then we have the other clip we used to play a lot from the guy when he first arrives at Bellevue.
Nothing works here. The medications don't work.
What medication
I
is
hate
that?
this place. I've been here for 7 years.
You only been
7
here
years
today,
here.
Brian.
Nothing works here. The medications don't work.
Okay, come with me.
I hate this place. I've been here for 7 years. Nothing works
You've only
here.
been here since yesterday.
The medications don't work.
We'll have you lie down
I
over
hate
here,
this place.
and then we'll get you some
Nothing works
medication,
here.
okay?
The medications don't
Put you right
work.
back on your stretcher.
Nothing works here.
Right in here.
I hate this place.
Okay?
Nothing works here.
Oh, my God, it's tiring just to listen to. And that's
Being
all the guy would
crazy.
say all day long. He would just wander the halls saying that over
Nothing
and
works
over
here.
and over again.
I've been here 7
7
years. Being crazy looks like a pisser. You're just in such a faraway place.
We will get that stuck in your head. You will be reciting that.
Nothing works here.
You become a fan of this show, you will recite that over and over again. We will play that ad nauseum.
Why do we save these idiots? Just open an incinerator and let them walk into it. Why are we wasting tax dollars on someone that says 7 years?
7 years.
7 years.
I've been here 7 years.
So now we could add that to the collection of things we used to have.
Thank you.
And now have again. So whoever sent that in, thank you very much.
Curse of the Bambino sent in some pictures of Barbie Benton. Thank you very much. Really brought back some memories. And Liquid Ninja from New Brunswick, New Jersey, saying when Dreamweaver was saying breaker, breaker, she was referring to the ground beneath her. Very funny.
We got a guy on the line who's going to give us the origins of these plastic nut things we were just talking about 20 minutes ago. Dan in Ohio. What's up, Dan?
Hey, dude, you'd figure somebody who was a Wrangler could figure out the origin of that nut thing there.
The origin?
The origin.
Nothing works here. These nuts been here for 7 years.
That's right. But the cattle haulers put them on the ass end of their livestock trailers. And old Norton should have figured that out since he's such a truck driving man.
Dude, why do they do that, though? Just to be silly?
Well, no, they used to put the bell on the back end of there, like they follow the cow with a bell on it. Well, they came up with the idea that they follow the old bull into the feedlot, Well, what do they see from the backside? Is his nuts hanging down there? So the old cattle haulers started hanging bull's nuts on there, and then it caught on, and so they started making them small, put on cars, and next time you see a livestock trailer, which you probably won't see in New York, but, next time you see one in your travels there, Mr. Norton, you check it out.
I want to hit you over the head with one of these things.
I want to bludgeon you.
One of these are blue. Why are they blue? In case Paul Bunyan's ox comes along?
They got them all colors. They got them all fucking colors. They got them yellow. They got them red. They got them black.
It is the
purple.
stupidest idea I've ever heard of.
It's a fucking goat roper idea. I mean,
Those nuts are ridiculous.
What do you expect from goat ropers?
They invent stupid. Thank you, buddy. I'm going to hang up on you. We got to move on. But thanks, Dan. We got to. They come up with the stupidest things for your cars. Do you remember? This goes back maybe 10 years ago, where there's this little thing you put on your dashboard, and if a car pisses you off, it makes noises like you're shooting them and stuff with lasers.
God.
Like choo choo. Remember that?
Yeah, that'll help.
They come up with these wacky things.
How about the sign? Like a sign that said, hey, you cut me off. And you're supposed to flip to the appropriate sign and hold it up. Ugh. And it was shaped like a middle finger, like you're flipping the bird.
That's great.
Yeah, really good. You're going to hold those up.
You know what else works well in traffic like that? A semi-automatic weapon.
Yeah.
And you just kill the savage in the taxi that is cut across 6 lanes to pick up a fare.
Well, we got to talk to Club Soda Kenny, everyone. Kenny!
Hello, good morning. How's everybody?
Pretty good, Kenny.
What's going on?
You're a big TV star today.
Well, you know, I owe it all to you guys. You guys are an inspiration to me.
Oh. Are we going to have to protect you now?
No, sir, that's not the way it works. See, because the most talented and the most handsome, they get protection.
I heard you did a little gig on HBO this weekend, Kenny.
Oh, yes, I did. Our friend Jim Florentine was nice enough to put me in the show.
That's very cool. And what did you guys do? We got the audio of it here.
Really?
Yeah. But you got to set it up because it was a TV bit.
I was in 3 scenes. I actually spoke in 2 of them and then just looked handsome in the 3rd.
Just looked handsome.
And they didn't get you to skip?
No, there wasn't enough time to skip, because, Bob Costas and Dan Marino, they want time on their own show.
Of course they do.
Yeah. So they don't know. They didn't tap into the true talent yet.
Well, I got the audio clip. I don't know. You're watching the game or something, and then I think Jim's commenting about your eyes or something.
You're the annoying relative.
Yeah. It's like annoyances when you're trying to watch the game, and it was like different bits. There was like broads babbling in the background, and kids fighting in front of the TV. And then I was like the annoying guy that was like wouldn't stop talking.
All right, you want to play the audio here?
I can't play it.
No, I was asking the guys that I do this radio show with.
I think you should play it.
All right, let's play it. This is Club Soda Kenny from HBO Inside the NFL over the week. Wednesday?
Yeah, it premiered Wednesday night, then it replayed every day throughout the weekend.
Look at you. Are you getting recognized now, Kenny?
Recognize? No.
And we didn't play your theme song today.
Do you have it ready?
We still haven't made it.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So now you have to do it again live. Go ahead.
All right. Here comes Club Soda. He's big and stupid. Here comes Club Soda, skipping down the lane. Here comes Clubby. He's big and stupid. So let's all say hello to Club Soda.
You're dropping the Kenny part?
Kenny. There's like a pause.
I'm not feeling it.
You're not feeling it today?
No.
Yeah, we think you did it a lot better last week.
Now you're trying too hard.
Yeah.
I have to seriously sit down and commit and write some lyrics.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's what I got to do because I'm not good at improv.
Well, the problem is you got to learn how to write first.
And sing also.
And sing. All right, well, let's listen to the clip. Here's Kenny from HBO Inside the NFL.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
You're the comedian guy, right?
Yeah.
Come on, tell me a joke.
I'm watching the game, all right?
I know, but it'll be funny. You tell a joke, everybody will laugh.
You ever get this? The annoying relative that doesn't want to watch the game, just talk? Well, this is how you solve this. Do you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
You got beautiful eyes.
I'm going to check on the potatoes.
Was it a little skit?
Yeah, it was like a little thing on the couch, me and him.
A little skit?
I like the fact that you had to check on the potatoes.
Yeah. I was going to say potato rivers, but they didn't like that.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, okay.
You should have seen. I didn't know he was going to come on to me like that, like you got beautiful eyes.
I thought you would be happy.
Oh, yeah, you should have seen what happened when the camera was shut off.
All right, Kenny, very good. Congratulations on your HBO thing.
Well,
Nice.
Thank you very much. You guys truly are the only people that pay attention to me.
What?
And I appreciate that.
All right. We're going to make you a star, Kenny.
Thank you. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving thing?
It was all right, Kenny. It was all right.
Beautiful.
It was just all right this year, but we got through it.
All right, good.
Yours was good?
Yeah, I did the family thing, You know how enjoyable that is.
Yeah.
Well, I ate with Bob Kelly, and I had to look at him and look at the turkey and realize they were both shaped the exact same. Thanks, Kenny, for bailing me out of that almost horrendous bomb.
Oh, boy, he is terrific.
All right, Kenny, get the hell out of here.
All right, boys, take care. I'll see you soon.
There he goes. Club
Bye,
Soda,
thanks.
Kenny.
Bye.
All right, let's say hi to, a trucker. Chuck?
Yeah. How you guys doing?
All right. We're gonna attempt to talk to a trucker. We've been blowing off the truckers lately because we realize you guys are very lonely on the highways.
Like to talk.
And you really like to talk.
I don't like to talk that much.
All right.
I just like, hey, I got a theme song for Old Club Soda Kenny. How about that Alice Cooper song called Hey Stupid?
Hey Stupid. That's not a bad idea.
I don't know that one.
But Anthony, I know how you felt that day.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, boy.
Oh, shit, Mike.
Yeah, it's bad. Call
Punch
back.
out, Wrangler.
Call
back
back
on CB.
We're not even going to attempt that one. Skipper, another trucker. Go ahead, Skipper.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey.
I tell you, man, when you was talking about that Dreamweaver story, it just brought back memories when I first got into trucking. And we were riding along. I'm riding with this other guy behind his truck so I don't get lost and everything. But here comes this beautiful voice. Hey, fellas, this is Eminem. Oh, man, I ain't had sex in 2 weeks or so. And she's talking about, you won't melt my hands, but you can melt my mouth. I'm like, man, she got us all worked up. We finally pulled over to the truck stop. She's about 250 pounds. A lazy eye, wiry hair about 5 inches off her head. Man, we were like, oh, no, I'm not Skipper. No, my name is Wrangler or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the internet has proven it that they're just messes. I mean,
a lot of messes.
Hot chicks aren't hanging out on the CB radio or the internet.
Right, see? Should have known.
They're just not.
Well, back then, I didn't know, though, you know.
That's the 70s, though. You know, it's young.
Yeah. And CB, you know, I kind of knew.
Can I put a request in?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all could add about 20 cents to your fee. Give old Jimmy 20 cents a fee or whatnot, and pay for his addiction. I got the same addiction he's got.
Oh, the whores?
Oh, yeah.
I actually, it's funny, you talk about a fat girl. I completely forgot about this until, as you're talking, I remembered it when I was in Pittsburgh one time doing a gig. I was online, I found a massage ad for a girl, and I actually drove probably about 25 minutes from the condo I was staying in, and she was probably 300 pounds, and I really think that there was something wrong with her mentally because she sat on the edge of the bed, and she was rocking back and forth, and she was opening and closing her hands in a weird clenching fashion as we spoke. Big fat girl just kind of clenching her hands and rocking back and forth.
That's a little weird.
And I gave her, I think, $60 and she blew me.
Maybe that's why.
That's
She's
true.
So you weren't
rocking
concerned
back
that she
and
was
forth.
a little strange?
No, I thought I'm not even kidding. I really didn't think she was crazy. She was like a fat retarded girl. But I gave her like $60 for her.
Was you listening to Madam Butterfly and turn the light on and off?
No, I don't remember what she did. I just remember it was awful and toothy.
You didn't say, hey, perhaps, you know, you should leave. And
No, because I was already there. It was late. It was like 2 in the morning in Pittsburgh. I'm like, what else? How more depressing could this be?
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Skipper.
Hey, you're welcome.
Bye, Skipper. Please get a nickname, by the way, that suits somebody over the age of 7.
Speaking of whores, Craigslist. Craigslist.
I wouldn't know about Craigslist anymore. I'm done with it.
Uh-oh.
What is this?
No more whores, man.
Oh, boy. Here he goes.
No more.
This is sad when you say this because it looks like you're really trying.
Wait, can you play the Hulk music?
No, you're going to fail.
I want to hear the Hulk music. I'm in shock.
Why?
Let's get into this a little bit.
Right.
Hulk music.
You don't know where the Hulk music is?
Well, I could find it, I think.
You sure? Look at all the
Yeah.
pages you got there.
I got pages and
pages of stuff.
I know. I got the first 3 memorized, but
You really do,
after
huh?
that,
Oh, look at this
Uh-oh.
young go-getter.
There's a young man with a good build walking through. Roger Clemens. He does have a Clemens vibe to him.
Oh, I got it. Never mind.
You got it?
Boss has it.
Ah, there it is.
All right, Jimmy Norton.
Yes.
Confessing today on the Opie and Anthony show that he's done with Craigslist and whores.
Yes.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm just wasting way too much money. And I'm realizing everyone I'm having sex with, I'm paying for. And I'm tired of it.
Everyone.
Dude, it's awful.
When was the last time you had sex that you didn't pay for?
Probably this week or last week, but I mean, let's say 90%.
Are you really swearing off of...
I'm going to try, man. Yeah, I realize how much money I've been wasting. I swear to God, it bugged me because, like, I don't hear from these girls ever. Not that I expect a love connection, but it's like...
Well, you're being serious? They're paid-for whores.
Yeah, but I figured that they would, like, want to come over even though I'd have to pay for them.
Oh, my God.
Even though I'd have to pay them.
Yeah, that's crazy, too.
Nah, no. So I'm like done with it. I'm sick of these dumb bitches.
I'm confused. They come
Why?
over and do their thing, and you pay them, but you expect a little more after they're gone, like a little phone call or maybe a
No,
little
no,
email.
no. Not an off the clock thing. No, I don't want a relationship, but just like that they would call and go, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Let me come over for money, not for free.
I don't think they work that way.
It's
like the deli guy
So
saying,
you're hoping
knocking
that
on your door. Would you like a sandwich?
You're hoping, even though you paid for the sex, that they thought you were so cool and had a nice personality or something that they're calling to see if they can come back.
Or just exactly.
Oh,
Although
boy.
let me
Oh,
just.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, let me correct Anthony's example. When the deli guy takes a dump on your chest, then it kind of makes things a little more intimate. If he drops one of his logs into the deli slicer and serves it to you.
Right.
You have a log on wheat.
I didn't think about that.
So you really think you're a zero because the women aren't calling you
Well,
to
no,
ask if they could come over so
I
you
know I'm
can
a
pay
zero.
them for sex?
It's not even that. It just annoys me. It's not like I'm like depressed about it. I'm annoyed at myself. Like, what do you do? Why would you even call this? This pig could call you back at least and say, let me come over, even if it's just for money. Because I'm an easy trick. How much
money do you spend on hookers a year?
I don't know.
I think you've been lowballing a little bit.
Probably, but I haven't even thought about it. I didn't want to think about it. I don't want to know.
You once said 20,000 on the show a year.
Oh, did I really?
Yeah.
Well, that was a wonderful understatement.
Really?
Well, yeah, of course.
It's more than 20,000 a year?
Maybe not every year, no. It's been a lot this year.
Jimmy's one of these guys that everything he's involved in that gives him any little ounce of pleasure becomes an addiction that he then has to spend time and effort breaking at some point in his life. Anything that seems to give you enjoyment becomes an addiction.
And I just ruin it.
And you wreck it. And then it has to be stopped. Everything. You can't dabble in something. You're an all or nothing kind of guy.
Yeah, just an addicted sociopath. But there's like, once in a while you want to go on nice dates and have, I mean, I've been single for a while. So like once in a while you want to go on like a regular date and have a nice chick. And, it's like, ugh, I'm such a pervert. I'm annoyed with myself. I'm whacking off and I'm not horny. It's like, what am I doing?
And you bring that into relationships with girls. You bring that, the fact that you're a pervert.
Well, no, I'm all right with women. I kind of respect their boundaries and stuff, but I kind of want it immediately. Like if I go on a date, and the mule isn't in the mouth, well, there goes the end of that potential relationship.
Yeah, but that's not what it's about.
Right.
That's not what a relationship that I think you seem to want. I don't know if you're looking for it or anything, but it seems that you want something more than just paying for whores to come over, but you don't want to do anything that has to do with a real relationship, like not getting the hog in your mouth in the first 5 minutes.
Putting in the time.
But I'm weird with girls. I have crushes. If I like a girl, I have a crush on her, and then I'm like, it's hard for me to be sexual with her. I have that whole complex where I can't be a pig with someone I really.
See, I got this thing when I see a girl, the first time, if she has sex with me, I get really bummed out. Actually, I mean, the sex will, most likely was good and stuff, but then I'm thinking, oh man, she's a whore.
Nah, I don't.
When I see someone new and they don't, we don't have sex the first date, that rocks. And you're disappointed if you don't get sex on the first date with someone you like?
It's got to be organic. If someone's holding out on me just to hold out, it's like, all right, fucking Mae West, beat it with that 1940s attitude. It irritates me. You showed me. Out. But if it's just not organically happening, that's fine.
So how many days without sex?
Oh, I don't know.
Without hooker sex?
I would actually have to stop and think about it. It all becomes like one long blur.
Wow. That's never good when anything becomes one long blur.
One awful blur.
Well,
so I don't even know.
We got a couple people with comments. Kurt from Jersey, what's up, Kurt?
Hey, O&A.
Hey.
Hey, little Jimmy.
How are you, Kurt?
Hey, listen, I don't think you want to give up your addiction. I just think you need maybe whores with a better sales department.
Yeah, maybe that's true. Or a prostitute who can pull off a little acting once in a while with a phone.
Yeah.
But I'm not looking for freebies. And I'm not deluded into thinking that there's any real love between me and this girl. I don't mean it like that.
It's like when Amex calls every so often. Hey, how you doing? It's American Express. We have this new card that's available to you. And it's like, I've been using Amex for a while. That's nice that they would call.
Yep, absolutely.
That's what Jimmy's looking for.
Absolutely.
All right, Frankie in New York.
Hey, boo-boo, how are you?
Hi, Cuddles. I'm sad.
Oh, sweetheart. Hey, did you leave the horse because they didn't make you dinner and tuck you in and do the laundry and...
No, they don't have to do all the things
at the end of the night.
No, I don't need all of that intimacy. I mean, I'm not deluded about what it is, but
but they're whores. They're not wives. You know what I mean? You pay them, and then they go about their merry way. That's the beauty of it.
No, you're right.
Jim wants a girl, whether he pays for it or not, to just be interested in him.
Yes,
Get a girlfriend.
in
Stop
some
paying
level.
them.
What's that?
To get a girlfriend, stop paying them then. This
Yeah.
way they come back because they don't feel like dirty pieces of trash.
No, I know technically you're right, but it's just like I kind of want a girlfriend. I kind of want that.
I was going to say, I hang out with Jim a lot. He definitely wants a girlfriend.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
All right, boo-boo, punching out. You guys rock.
Bye,
All right.
fella.
All right. Here's a guy that fell in love with a hooker. How do you do that?
Man.
I can say you can do that.
Rock
Really?
Bottom,
Oh, yeah.
the trucker. What's up, Rock Bottom?
What's up, fellas?
How are you, buddy?
How's my phone sound? All right.
It's marginal, but working.
Yeah, we'll go with it for a little while. Go ahead.
True. No, I just wanted to tell Jimmy Norton there that, I'm out here trucking all the time, and I run into whores all the time, and I guess I'm a little bit of a player. I just ran into a whore. I mean, man. So I know it's a fucked up situation because I think about it, and it's like, damn, she's a whore, but... I mean, she calls me all the time, and she's telling me she loves me, and we hook up, and I don't have to pay her, and I guess it's a cool situation, you know what I'm saying? So there is hope out there, Jimmy Norton.
Wait, so she's not playing you? She really says you can now have sex with me and you don't have to pay me anymore because I'm into you, too?
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? She calls me and tells me, where she, if she's going to be up here, down there, wherever.
And is she still banging other guys, though?
No, well, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? We hang out all night. She kicks it in my truck, we just chill all night till I gotta leave or she gotta leave, and you know what I'm saying?
Wait,
That's
so
it.
you've definitely fallen in love with her?
Man, it's been like since, like 6 years I ain't, been in love, and I think, I'm feeling it,
All right, you're feeling it, but in the back of your head, you're thinking, oh my God, when she's not with me, she's still doing her hooking, right?
Well, she still got to make her bread, you know what I'm saying? Just like I got to keep on trucking and make my money,
How much
I'm never doing that, so she needs to keep on making her money,
How much does that bother you, though?
Oh, yeah, of course, deep down inside it bothers me, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like she's my woman, like my wife, and I could tell her, hey, look, I don't want you fucking around with nobody else, She's doing what she's doing. I guess, if things really do, work out the way they're supposed to, then she'll give it up. And she says that she's willing to give it up once we get established and shit gets,
established
the way it's supposed to be. But no doubt, in the back of my head, I am thinking, damn, she is a whore, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it is a fucked up situation because I'm a young cat and I go clubbing a lot and I party. You know what I'm saying? And I meet a lot of girls going to the clubs and out here fucking around with other hoes and at the truck stops fucking around with the girls in the fuel desk or whatever. I mean, I ran through a whole bunch of girls and, man, it just clicked. It just clicked between us, and unfortunately she's a fucking slutty whore, but, I mean, the sex is fucking awesome.
But I love her, man.
About that.
Of course the sex is off, and she's a professional.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean,
he's still going.
I fuck her so good that I make her bust a nut every time, so I guess that's another reason why she fell in love, so.
All right. Your time is up.
Trucker's time is up.
Thank you, Rock Bottom. I was thinking we need something to cut the truckers off.
Give them the old horn.
I was thinking maybe we bring back the Academy Award music.
Oh, that would be good. We need that. Yeah, we need
You
some,
truckers, I got to
Academy
say it
Award
again. You guys love to talk when you call this program.
They will just because that's nothing for him.
Yeah, that was just a quick little chit
Relative
chat.
to truckers, that's like
nothing.
They're used to miles and miles going by, and they're still on the horn.
All right, Pat. A lot of truckers checking in today. Pat, let's go, buddy.
Hey, all right, I promise I'll keep it short. I just wanted to point out to Jimmy that even at $20,000 a year, his hookers are still cheaper than my ex-wife.
You know what? It's not really even a money issue with me because I'm a single guy. I don't spend that much on it, but you can waste a lot more buying a car to impress a chick. We've talked about that. So yeah, I know what you're saying. I agree with you.
But this girl did everything that I wanted. She did some of the stuff you're into, and she just turned into the eternal money pit I'll be paying off for 20 years. You're better off the way it is.
Yeah, maybe. I miss certain parts of relationships though. There's certain things I do miss. There's certain nice things you like. It's like, all right, I've gotten laid enough in my life. Sometimes you miss, and I'm too open about it. I know that's my problem with chicks. I'm very open about it.
You're like everyone else. You want a girl to like you for you, and because you're paying for it, they're not there for you.
But it's also, I write on my blog, all this stuff I put, and it's like, ugh. I mean, that makes it hard for Bob Kelly's telling me. He's like, what do you expect, dude? Look at the stuff you tell people. I'm like, yeah, it's a point well taken.
But you can't stop.
I won't never stop. No, I'm going to not be funny just to get laid. I can't do that either.
That's how you are.
All right, let's say hi to Todd. Hey, Todd.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hey, I met this guy who's a truck driver out of Florida. He married a hooker out of a truck stop.
He married a hooker?
Hooker from a truck stop?
Hooker out of a truck stop.
A lounge lizard? No, what are they called?
Lot lizard.
Lot lizard.
A lot
Yep.
lizard?
Yep.
That's crazy.
But his job moved to Delaware and everything.
Because in the back of your mind, I mean, guys in general wonder, and can you imagine you married a hooker? You got to be
lizard.
You got to be thinking,
Whoa.
what is she doing while I'm trying to make a living?
Yeah, that's just crazy as hell.
All right.
I mean, they are people. You can fall in love with a call girl or whatever, but it's just like that. Most of the times they're not willing to get out of the business.
Have you done that, Jimmy?
No,
You've
but
fallen for one of those.
Never. I never.
coolers?
Have I? Nah, I can think of a couple over the even recent history that I really like though. Like, oh, but the problem is they're such dummies. Some of these girls.
Yeah.
It's like, do you understand what a sap I am? If you a bitch had taken one acting lesson, you could have ruined me.
Oh, right, right. Yeah, they're just too stupid to know that they have a fish on the hook.
Self-centered idiot.
That's
if you
hilarious.
You have no idea how close you were.
One actor. That's really funny.
Really, if you just had just a little interest, that wasn't. If you didn't just ask for the check immediately and get out of Dodge,
Could have been so much more.
you superficial hole.
Drained your bank account.
Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye, comma. Move the comma this way.
Bye. Jake, what's going on?
Hey, man. Good morning to y'all.
Good morning.
You guys are killing me. Every truck driver you put on here is like some freaking Rube from Alabama.
Are you a driver? Are you a truck driver?
I'm a truck driver.
All right.
I catch a shower every day. I don't fuck whores. I mean, I'm dumbfounded. I mean, I know them guys are out here, man, but all of us.
Right. In general, most of you guys are just average guys making a living?
Yeah, we don't even have southern accents. It's amazing.
All right. All right. Thank you, Jake.
Oh, and he kept it short. I don't believe he was a truck driver.
Yeah, I think he was just a business guy from Long Island going to work.
Jimmy, how is it that you're getting a little older and you're starting to think, what it might be like to live your lifestyle as you get older and stay in it? And
Nah, it's like, I don't know, man. Occasionally you meet girls that you like just people I know. It's like, I've had a few where it's like I kind of like them, and it's like it just wasn't returned. Like every guy has, every person has that. So it's almost like I want to kind of have like a nice thing once in a while, go out to eat. It's like I don't want to just get a load. It's like, ugh.
Can't just be a degenerate all the time.
Yeah, man. I'm not particularly needy when it comes to that stuff. I've been single for a while. I know I could find a relationship, but it's like I get bored quick. Someone's got to be funny. They got to be smart. You know what I mean? Otherwise, what's to lay in bed with some dummy and talk to her?
Sit there and listen to just babble.
Yeah.
Fast Freddy did some math from Jamaica Station. 7 times a week, which you're not paying for horse 7 times a week.
No, not.
You're at least 3 times.
Okay, we'll go with 3.
Times 150?
Yeah, we could do that.
He did the math problem. 7 times 150 is $850 a week, which will bring you up to $45,900 a year.
Okay, that's
on
too
hookers.
much. Too much.
But you're about 3.5 maybe? Because that would...
Hard to say, because some of them are more than 150.
Oh, poor Jimmy. Look at Jimmy.
Whatever. It's my own doing. I'm not feeling sorry for myself. It's my own doing.
Speaking of Craigslist, yeah, we saw this in the paper today. Pete.
Hey, I was thinking Jimmy could use Craigslist and find a nice girl that needs a kidney for a dying brother.
That's true. I'll trade you my kidney for your box.
Yeah.
No.
Help out poor Neil Diamond.
It's in the paper today.
What the hell is that? His name is Neil Diamond.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Who saw that coming? It's Debbie Diamond placed an ad on Craigslist looking for a kidney for her ailing big brother, Neil Diamond.
Wow. Now, let me ask you something about Craigslist.
My kidney's like a rock. I can't urinate. Damn.
So is Craigslist mostly sex stuff, or is it?
No.
It's everything?
Yeah, it's actually a really cool site. You go to every city has it. They have like apartments, everything you could possibly use. Erotic stuff is one part of it, but that's maybe 10% of it.
Blood. I've been pissing out blood. Oh, poor guy. Neil Diamond, type A blood, needs a match. Went to Craigslist. Yeah, I thought I just knew Craigslist from Jim. I just know it as a place you go to get whores. But this is everything, huh?
Someone could maybe help me out. They made it illegal to sell your kidneys or something because there were people in like poor countries that, God, they did a story. What the hell was it on 2020 or something where a college girl or something gave up one of her kidneys and the family ended up taking care of it for the rest of her life or paid for her schooling or something. And they were able to do it, because supposedly it's illegal, really illegal, because people are willing to give up one of their kidneys because you could live off one to make a lot of money.
How much for a kidney?
I don't know. Maybe someone could help me out if they saw this special. But then this one family, they found a loophole, and they found this this woman that wanted to be a donor willingly. She wasn't mentally unstable or nothing, but she was, in financial problems, and she wanted to go to school or something like that. And this family ended up paying for everything. For all her living expenses and allowed her to go to school.
But just didn't give her money.
Yeah, they were able to do it in a way where it wasn't illegal. But supposedly this is really, really popular, that people are more than willing to give up one kidney for financial, happiness or whatever.
Yeah, you got two. Why not?
Right.
If you're broke, that's a go-getter.
Yeah. Jimmy's lying. He's never quitting. Dave in Indianapolis.
Hey,
you really
what's
brought
going
the
on,
show
guys?
down with your.
We're just chatting.
With your confession, Dave. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, check this out. There's no way that Jimmy's going to stop at his whores because I'm 21 right now and I'm spending at least $200 a month on strippers. And
all right, why are you spending money on strippers?
Is a fellow fat-breasted meaty nothing? Let me tell you.
But you're not getting anything from the strippers.
Sesame Street is hotter than strippers are. They do nothing. Those lame hair over the crotch moves, a stupid ass on your knee. I beat it, bitch.
Yeah, what are you getting for your $200?
I'm getting about 3 minutes of her rubbing on my cock.
It stinks.
Why are you doing? And is that some kind of thing that gets you off when you go home?
No.
He doesn't want to make the commitment.
I'm just a shy character.
He doesn't want to make the
Why
commitment.
don't you spend that money on a hooker?
Absolutely.
You know what? I really need to. They don't have hookers out here.
Yes, they dude. Well, find a girl who's done so many drugs that some of her teeth are falling out. That's the type of girl who will take money to do anything.
I don't want the HIV, Jim.
No, you don't have to get the HIV. I don't want it either. But if you get it, at least laugh about it with your friends.
Yeah, tell me you don't have it already.
Completely disease-free, bro.
So what is it? $200 a week?
No, a month.
Oh, a month.
Yeah, I'm not made of cash.
So you save up your money and then you go to the strip club so she can rub up against your groin for a few minutes for one song?
There's nothing better than that. And my whole point here is that Jim, you're not going to stop, man.
I don't think that's a very pick-me-up attitude.
There is no way, Jim. You're going to be on here next week. You're going to say how you banged some.
Yeah, you got to confess when it happens.
I always tell the truth.
300-pound whore that you got from Craigslist. I know you're going to be back, Jim.
I don't even think you'll make the week.
I'll make the week.
I hate to, and I'm not even trying to do a radio.
I know you're
thing.
not.
I'll make the
I don't
week.
think you'll make
Really?
Friday.
I'll put $1 on saying he'll do it before he goes to sleep today.
All right. Well,
what is this, trading places with your awful dollar bet?
It's your job as the listener to help us out with some of these things. So, let a few days go by and then remind us, and we'll get an update on this.
If you remember, Jimmy quit smoking in one day. He just stopped. He dropped it, and that was it.
I'll tell you what made me stop. We all know the show that made me stop.
Oh,
What
yeah.
really convinced me was...
Wait. They don't know, because a lot of new listeners out there. We did a show called What the Hell Is That?
What the hell is that?
And we invited, we got to do this again, by the way. We invited 2 or 3 doctors in, and then people that had these weird things, they don't know what it was, they would come in and they would get diagnosed live on our show. One guy had a rotting cornea that was diagnosed on our show and was basically told he's going to be blind.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember a lot of the other ones. I mean, they were just horrific. Remember the one guy that would sweat profusely only on one half of his face?
One half of his face, yeah. That was weird.
And it happened when he ate, hot, spicy foods or something like that, but he only sweated on one half. And they basically said that's really, really, really bad. I forgot what they diagnosed him as having, some kind of cancer or some kind of something.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't remember.
But then we got him some chicken wings, and sure enough, one half of his face was just completely drenched in sweat, and the other side was completely dry.
Maybe he's half Asian.
So then this guy was listening to the radio show, and he decided to just walk in from the street. We didn't even know the guy. He goes, I got something I want the doctors to take a look at it. And what was it? Was it on his tongue?
It was
on his gum.
His gum, right? Inside of his gum?
Yeah.
A
white bump.
A white bump on his gum.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, the show is done kind of lightheartedly, and we're all kind of laughing in general. Because in general, most of these guys had curable stuff. I guess.
Can we have 3 doctors in?
Yeah, 3 doctors. So they're like, let's take a look, and they open up his mouth, and they got the flashlight, and they look in. The looks on the doctors' faces, and we're trying to do a radio show, they all looked at what was going on in this guy's mouth, then looked at Ant and I like, oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
This is why we didn't want to do this. We were hoping we wouldn't see this. They were horrified. One guy's like, I'm out. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, the doctors are conferring with each other.
And then the one doctor is in the corner just whispering, the big C, the big C. And then now the guy, he's feeling that something's not right. And he starts freaking out, and he goes, "Oh God, just tell me what it is." Remember
and he goes, his panic, his fighting to hold on to control, and going, "All right, where should I go? How do I take care of this? Who should I see?"
Yeah,
who can I see the
now?
questions?
Right.
Thinking he had mouth cancer, and I watched this, and I'm like, that is what it looks like when you find out you have mouth cancer. That's the reaction you have.
Yeah.
And I said, I got to stop. Enough. I'm not going to smoke again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm done.
So we took a break. You I remember, you smoked one last cigarette.
I said I'm going to have one more Parliament, and I was like, I'll finish this pack, and Anthony goes, oh, why don't you just fucking quit? I'm like, all right, point taken.
Did he really say that?
Oh, yeah, he did, with complete disgust. If I said, hey, Ant, I want to pull your zipper down, I want to toot on that for a minute, his reaction couldn't have been more revolted. But he said he just was so like, just fucking quit.
I forgot that you used to be a heavy smoker.
Oh, my God.
When we first met you, I forgot all about that. We couldn't even do a radio show.
One of his only vices.
You were always just smoking in between breaks.
And remember how bad a Nick fits you had when you were in jail with Lewis on the Voyeur bus?
Dude,
All the guys said Jim was going crazy.
I was out of my mind. I had one more cigarette that day, and I went down to the Comedy Cellar. Esty got me the pouch, whatever. And that was it. It was the last cigarette I smoked.
That's a while now.
I still have urges occasionally. Anyone who's quit smoking knows. I mean, you
get the urge, but
that's close to 3 years ago now.
December will be 3 years.
Right? See? And he was able to do that. But the whores, that's a different thing.
Booze and drugs.
Booze and drugs. You know what it is? But this is more mental health than physical health that not you're worried about, but that, it's kind of the physical health thing. You could quit something and go, all right, I'm quitting it because I want to be physically healthy.
Right.
The mental health thing is like, I could deal with it.
Yeah, you're right.
Screw it. Call up, get another whore.
All right, we got some info, I think, on the kidney thing. A couple calls here. Ron in Jersey. What's up, Ron?
Yo, O&A, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yo, that was either on 2020 on 60 Minutes. What I saw was people in India were giving their organs up to repay their family debt.
Okay, well, the story I saw was definitely in America, where they got this college-age girl to donate a kidney to save, I think, the husband or something. This goes back a while, but they're doing it in India.
Yeah, same thing. Like, I don't know if Norton or anybody out there smoked like these crazy Indian cigarettes. Like, they say they taste like all kinds of fruit flavors and stuff like that. They showed this too, where like a family may loan you, say, $2,000, and these people and then their families and their kids had to like roll these cigarettes like all day, and when they figured out the transactions, like these people would never repay their debts. They'd be just rolling friggin' cigarettes all day. So it's a fucked up country, man.
All right. Well, thank you, Ron. Let's say hi to David in Jersey. He might have some more info on the kidney thing. What's up, Dave?
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, sweetie. Don't feel so bad about Craigslist.
Oh, no, it's all right. I'll be fine. Thank you, though.
I tried it, too. It sucks shit. About the kidneys, I think the going rate was $20,000, and the second problem was that in the third world countries, they were kidnapping people, chopping them up, and selling their body parts in the black market.
The black market.
The famous black market.
Where is the black market?
Yeah.
I love that one. I love that one. The black market. That's hey, true story, man.
Yeah.
Guy got a hooker and had sex with her and stuff, and then passed out. He woke up the next morning. He was in a bathtub full of ice. I know this because this was like a friend of my brother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up in a bathtub full of ice, and there was blood in there and stuff, and he had a note that said, "Get to the hospital immediately." So he kind of dragged himself out of the tub, and he didn't feel good, and he was bleeding. And he went to the hospital, and when he got there, the doctor told him, "Oh my God, your kidney's been cut out." And apparently there was a gang going around, and they were doing this. And he taking people's kidney and selling them on the black market. Don't laugh. It's true.
It just reminds me of what happened to a friend of mine.
Oh.
A friend of mine who had a friend, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, friend of a friend?
Yeah, he was, he liked scuba diving.
Uh-huh.
And he was just minding his own business, checking out the tropical fish and stuff, right? And I guess there was a fire,
mm-hmm.
On land somewhere. And
right.
you know those big seaplane that
that drop the water?
That scoop.
No, you know who this is? Because
yeah.
I know the guy, too.
Yeah, no, I know this guy. So, they're...
Wow.
They're putting out the fire with the water as they're scooping it out.
Oh, I know the story.
Fly over
I know the guy.
fire and they drop the water and it usually does the job and puts out some of these forest fires and then they checked out the area where the fire was and they find this guy in complete scuba gear
and not burned. Yeah, that was the thing. See, I know.
You do know the guy.
I know the guy.
And I guess what happened was when the planes were scooping out the water, they actually scooped
him right up and dropped him
on the fire with the water. So so I believe this stuff.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
It's got to be true.
Yeah,
jerk offs.
My kidney turned blue. Now you know I need one.
Huh? Yeah. Anything, Chris? What's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hello, sweetheart. Jimmy.
Hi, fella.
I have two things to say now, but the first thing was you brought up that show where you had the doctors in.
Yeah.
I quit the exact same day, and the way I figure it now is that I'm paying $2 a month, but I still owe you a boatload of money because I'm saving like $6 a day on smokes.
You're right.
That's
so
right.
I don't mind the extra $2, so I'm getting some people to sign up.
Well, man, cigarettes are up to what, like $7, $8 now?
Yeah, well,
Something
yeah,
like
in
that?
the city, but yeah, you can get them about $6,
It's crazy.
But the other thing, a friend of mine, this was a weird thing, and this pertains to Jimmy too. Paid for a hooker, had a good night, passed out, woke up the next morning, and on the mirror was written in lipstick, "Welcome to the world of AIDS."
Yeah,
that was a good friend of mine. Yeah, that happened too.
I remember reading about that in the paper.
Yeah. That was a friend of my brother-in-law's sister's cousin's roommate.
I think I read that in the Plains Dealer, actually.
Oh,
yeah, I think it was out of Cleveland, Anthony.
very good.
Very nice.
Epidemic.
It's funny. I know a friend of mine who got a hooker, and when he fell asleep, the lady's son came in and wrote "Red Rum" on the mirror, and had a little boy who lived in his mouth.
Charlie.
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Hey, what's up, Charlie?
No, listen, I know how you can get Jimmy to quit using hookers.
Now.
Like you do with the doctors, all you gotta do is have a guy come in with lumps on his dick and shit.
He gives himself a little laugh. Lumps on his dick and shit.
I don't want to see some guy's lumpy mule, sir. That's all I need to do now is switch addictions.
Yeah. All right. One more. We got to take a break. Tim in Staten Island. What's up, Tim?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? I just want to let you know, when I was younger, I had a little friend. He wanted me to go to the porch. He told me, "Welcome to the world of Monster Aid. I'm punching out later."
Welcome to the world of Monster. Remember that one? Welcome to the world of AIDS.
Yeah. All right. Why don't we got to play this one too. A listener sent this in. That's something else we used to have on the old show, and it has a little Christmas theme to it.
Oh.
The old show.
We're not going to start playing a lot of these, but I don't know.
Why not? They're great.
Yeah, we got to spread them out though. They get boring after a while.
Yeah.
Remember, Ding Fries Are Done?
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
Kind of a retard singing a little holiday favorite.
How could you lose when retards are involved?
Singing about fries. What?
This depressed me so much when I found this. Someone emailed me this. Like, there's a site where you could click on and hear this, and it would bum me out so much because it reminded me of the show. I couldn't even listen to it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
we used to play this a lot as well.
That's true. Everything like that reminded me of the show when we were off. Couldn't even listen to it.
Nope.
It pissed me off.
Commercial radio I stayed away from, believe it or not,
Yeah.
except for the fan, 'cause it's sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so depressing. Ugh.
Well, my brother, he got me XM Satellite Radio 2 years ago. As soon as we got canceled, fired, whatever, a couple months went by. He knows how much I'm into radio in general, and he knew I was not going to listen to commercial radio whatsoever. He got me the satellite radio. Been checking this out for a long time now.
I would just listen to the news station.
Really?
Wins, yeah.
And hear the same 5 stories over and over and over and over.
Come on, John Montone spices those stories up, though. We're here in Brooklyn for the world's biggest loaf of bread. I'm John Montone. Oh.
Here in Staten Island.
They give him those stories, what are they called? Human interest?
Human interest.
You'd think one day something would happen exciting in front of him that he'd have to go, a plane has just crashed, I'm John Montone. That's probably what he dreams about. That's something that's going to happen when he's out in these dumb stories, and he'll actually be a newsman.
Instead, he's talking about this year's couple that had to get married during the New York City Marathon.
Yeah.
Way to be original.
It's one of those guys. You know what I heard the other day? They were doing that. What's the charity they do?
Hungerthon.
World
Hungerthon was.
World Hungerthon.
How can you forget about Hungerthon?
I blocked it out of my head.
We were part of the Hungerthon marathon.
Yeah, for 1 year.
Until the priest saw the double dildo horse show.
Yeah.
That was one of the best moments ever.
We were supposed to be taking bids on rock items, like a signed Clapton guitar and stuff.
Crazy stuff, yeah.
And we had two dykes doing each other with double dong dildo. And we invited the guy that was heading the Hungerthon charity.
Well, because he kept running in to give us the latest bid.
Yeah.
And our show is the most popular at NEW by far.
Yep.
And we were making the most money as far as NEW goes for this charity.
I thought he was just
wasn't
the
even
guy
close.
that was coming in saying, hey, guys, the Clapton guitar is up to $1,400. Keep it going. You want to push it again?
So
We're
we
like,
figured,
all right.
We'll share with the guy. He
We'll
seems
share
cool.
with the guy. Hey, man, check this out.
It's like, who doesn't want to see a double dingo? Holy crap. Double dildo sex show.
Sex show, right? The guy's working hard on this charity. He could use a little break. So we're like, hey, check this out. 2 girls, 1 double dong dildo. What do you think? Like, storms out of the place.
Right. And then we found out, the next day or something?
Yeah, our GM tells us, by the way, the guy that was in there, he's a priest.
Yeah, when he's not doing this, he's a priest.
Just wasn't wearing his doodads.
Yeah, well.
That the priest wears.
And then they weren't Laotian boys enjoying that.
And then we weren't.
Yeah.
Then he refused to work with us ever again.
Yep. It changed the whole thing around.
Yeah, even
how they did it.
Even though we were, raising the most money.
Well, you're going to defend that?
Well, yeah.
Are you actually trying to defend
Why not?
that?
You got to suck it up sometimes.
I think he should have been.
You know how many people?
Collar.
You know how many people we helped? So you a little blind eye action. Yeah, he didn't really.
He should have been wearing his collar.
He should have moved on.
We would have known.
He should have moved on and said, "All right, that really sucks, but these guys are making me a lot of money for my charity."
Father, look at the dildo show, Father. Hey, Father, look at the dildo. She loves the taste of communion wafers.
Because he couldn't get past the double dildo sex show, people probably ended up starving.
Yeah.
Since then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and more Hungerthon trivia. That's the first time Stalker Patty was on the show.
I know.
Oh, right.
I know.
Yeah.
Was she volunteering?
Yeah, she was volunteering. She was cooking in the kitchen. Remember, she would follow Opie all around.
She was a
followed me
volunteer.
and she baked me cookies.
I baked you cookies. Anyway, the Hungerthon charity that was going on, one of the prizes they were auctioning off this year was you would get to follow John Montone around town for 1 day and report on those stories with John Montone.
I'm John Montone for 1010 wins.
At the Battery Tunnel.
I'm John Montone. Here on the West Side Highway, there's trapeze going on. Oh, I'm John Montone. Are we off the air? How much more of these fucking stupid-ass stories do I have to do? And this fucking winter won't leave me alone. I'm John Montone.
Poor bastard.
Chris in New York, what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
It's the first time I ever got on the air with you. I'm really a little nervous, but I've been listening to you guys for a long time. I'm glad
Calm down, sir. And
Yeah,
just
calm the F
speak
down.
Get a hold of yourself. It's all going to work out.
I'm driving. I don't want to hold myself too tight there, Jim.
All right.
All right, what's up, Chris?
All right. You remember a few years back, there was a story in the paper about a guy that fell out of an airplane behind Long Beach Hospital?
Not really.
Not remembering it, really, but something rings a bell about that.
All right, go ahead.
I was the morgue van operator that night, and I had to go pick him up.
Oh, you had to pick up the guy?
I had to go scrape him off the pavement.
How bad was it?
You know how like an apple looks like when it falls off a tree and it just kind of like splats on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
How'd he fall out of the plane? What happened?
Apparently what happened was that it was a transcontinental flight. The guy was probably trying to stow away in the landing gear.
Yeah.
And, they don't pressurize that area and they don't heat it. It gets a little cold 8 miles up. So he probably died. And on final approach, they opened up the landing gear and ba-boom.
We come falling out, frozen.
Oh,
body.
it was a commercial airliner.
Yeah.
It was a commercial airliner.
Okay.
This happens a lot. Not a lot, but it happens
A
every
couple
so
times
often.
a year.
It's not an
Couple times
urban
a year.
legend.
Another 10 feet, he would have fallen in the canal of New York City's problem.
Well, that's how people get.
My lucky night.
That's how people get into the country illegally. They climb up into the
Most of them die, though. You can't live at 30,000 feet. The cold, the lack of air up there, forget about it. But a guy actually lived from Australia to the United States in the wheel well.
For 20 hours?
20 hours in there. They say that his body just kind of shut down, but it was so cold that he was revived and lived through it.
Be funny if they sent him right back.
Oh, yeah.
The same way?
In the wheel well.
Yeah.
The same way.
Get back in there.
Tie him to the wing.
All right, we obviously got to regroup. So here's Ding Fries Are Done, Anthony.
Right?
I work at Burger King making flavor Whoppers. I wear paper hat. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Ding fries are done. Ding fries are done. Ding fries are done. Ding fries are done. I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run. Don't buffer fries and hot fat. It really hurt bad and so the skin grabs. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Where is the bell? Wait for the bell. Can't hear the bell. Where is the bell? Ding fries are done. Ding fries are done. Ding fries are done. Ding fries are done. I work at Burger King making flavor Whoppers. I wear paper hats. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Ding fries are done. Ding fries are done. Ding fries are done. Ding fries are done.
Now available on Nortone Records. A heartwarming compilation. A tribute to the mentally disadvantaged. It's Jim Norton Duets. Straight from the Opie and Anthony show, it's Jim Norton. A preschooler's keyboard and a room full of retards. Singing some of television's greatest hits.
Mister, we could use a hanger if your mother gets pregnant again.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
He sure ran that one into the ground.
That would be a promo.
For 7 cents a day, you can get Opie and Anthony. Or feed this little kid with the flies on his face. But you want to laugh, don't you? You don't want to be depressed watching starving children. So turn them off and turn on Opie and Anthony.
And we'll send you a photo of the child you're helping in the outfit of your choice.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You're checking out the One Virus. Spreading across America thanks to XM Satellite Radio.
What does my life become when I'm so excited that it's smoothie time for the day?
I know.
I'm like, ooh, it's smoothie time.
We're in the middle of a break, and all of a sudden Anthony's like, it's smoothie time.
Oh, I'm so excited about it. I didn't give him money. You gotta come back in here and get money.
Get that good-looking boy back in here.
All right.
Get back in here. Take two of every denomination.
There we go. All paid for.
All set? I don't know what this guy is trying to say here. Jason from Michigan. What's up, Jason?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I just wanted to give little Jimmy a little window of hope, man. You know what? Somebody's out there just as twisted as he is that just is waiting to shit on her, the guy that she loves.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, little Jimmy.
No need to get all mushy.
Well, you know, I can't let you bring yourself down that much, man. Keep doing with the whores, you know, whatever makes you happy. But
well, it's not making him happy though.
I meant her logs, sir. I don't want them to be mushy.
Yeah.
I'd like them to be solid and lesson teaching.
All right, Jason. Thank you.
Yeah, punching out. Thanks, guys.
Hey, there's something in the New York Post, that a column they call "Just Asking."
Just asking.
And they got some crazy rumors about, very famous people. They're not even rumors. I guess
they have a lot of good sources.
They have really
That's
good
page
sources,
6.
but they're not brave enough to say such and such likes, logs dumped on
They
their
don't
chest,
put
let's
the
say.
names in.
And they kind of, it's kind of like a guessing game. You try to figure out what star they're talking about.
Yeah, it's always about these celebrities.
And there's 3 in today's paper, and I think we got the first one, and we're trying to figure out the next 2. Maybe people can help us out with this. Look at us. Look at us with the little radio game. You get nothing, by the way. Unlike other shows, you get nothing.
You get nothing.
All those other radio shows give you crap.
If you get the answer right, you get to come in and clean out Ben's sheath with your pinky.
We do have MiFis to give away. We're just trying to figure out a cool way to do it. I think it starts this week. We'll have one a week.
Trying to think of a cool way to do it, and this ain't it.
Boy, one MiFi a week. Thank you so much.
Wow.
I know it's a great, great thing, but come on.
Yeah.
We should be giving one a day. The MiFi is a very hot item this holiday season.
They're very new, so maybe they don't have that many to give away.
Right. Remember the old place and the prizes we used to give away, and then they would be stolen? Remember that? We'd have 7 MiFis this week, and then all of a sudden Roger would come in. Guys, you only got 2 left this week. Remember that one?
Yeah. We had satellite dishes and satellite service, and we had like 10 of them, and then all of a sudden we had 3.
We had 3. Where did they go?
7 walked out the door with people. That's where the prizes used to go. The prize closet was just raped on a daily basis.
It was unbelievable. All right, so I guess they call this the blind box or something like that.
They call it Just Asking.
Just Asking.
Just Asking.
In the New York Post. So
you don't have to commit.
The New York Post today is Just Asking, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Which aging action hero is snorting more lines than he's spouting on screen? The horny Hollywood He-Man must need the disco dust to stay up and chase the much younger beauties he likes to collect at nightclubs in L.A. and New York.
Ooh, now.
I'll guess Stallone.
You're going to guess Stallone?
Wrong.
Okay.
Ben knows this one. He's
How do you know?
of it.
I think it's Bruce Willis. I just think it is. Because he's always out in New York. He's always out late. He's always out with
I was going to guess.
chicks.
Ant was going to guess. Then
New
we were going to
York,
go to
LA.
So we're all guessing.
He's just guessing.
I'm guessing. That's my guess.
Ben doesn't know for sure.
I don't know for sure. And I don't. My
Why
friend
do you say
doesn't work
Bruce
over
Willis?
there. I just think it's a good guess. Because he's out a lot in New York and L.A., and he's always, chasing young chicks.
New York, L.A., young chicks, cocaine.
Cocaine, aging action hero.
Oh, it says aging action hero, too?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, wow.
It can't be The Rock.
Couldn't it be...
it could be a Stallone. It could be a Bruce Willis.
Ben Gazzara?
No, I'm thinking...
Steven Seagal?
Steven Seagal or Van Damme.
Right.
Could be Van Damme.
Nah, when was the last time you heard Van Damme?
After, Chuck Zito knocked him out, right?
I think, I think Ben's onto it because, the papers definitely talk about Bruce Willis, being spotted with this young one and this young one over here.
If you read sightings, the sighting section, Bruce Willis is in town. He's either at Marquee or he's at Hero or he's at, and then L.A. He's at the Spider Club or so.
All those places Ben goes to also.
Yeah.
So, all right, it's Bruce Willis.
Maybe it's Ben Sparks.
Maybe it's
I'm not aging.
Steve C.
Yeah. Maybe it's young Ben Sparks.
This audio guy was found with fire on his hat and a fucking fifth of whiskey. Started into his anus. We could sneak it into a Styx concert.
A Styx concert?
I couldn't think of a lamer concert.
No, man.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Babe, I'm leaving.
I must be on my way. All right. The next one is which sexy scribe?
Sexy scribe?
So it's a hot writer. Yeah. Is rumored to be on the rocks with her relatively new hubby, so it's a hot female writer. She already misses her single days and would love to take a quick dip in the dating pool.
Shelley Long.
Misses her single days. So she's married now.
Married, female.
Sexy author.
Yeah.
And she's cheating?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, she's already bored and she wants to go back to being single.
Wants to.
I don't even know any sexy freaking writers.
I don't know any sexy
that's the problem.
scribes. Could it be a writer for a newspaper?
That could be
also any sexy
writers
really? For the
Daily News or
right. So maybe that's too broad of a. Maybe we'll leave that.
Liz
alone.
Smith.
Yeah. Cindy Adams.
Cindy Adams, a decrepit scribe, maybe.
Speaking of Cindy Adams, she did a sex column.
Oh, stop it!
Because I guess
what could she possibly even know about the subject? Is Joey Adams, her husband, still alive?
No, he died a few years ago.
Do you remember that?
Still alive.
You remember when he fell down at that press conference? Do you guys remember that?
Oh, yeah. And Cindy was just like, oh, well, oops.
Hold on. Let's go backwards a little bit here. Eric in Staten Island. What's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
That aging super action hero guy is definitely Van Damme because I watched his Each True Hollywood Story, and he had a bad coke addiction that destroyed his marriage and all his friends and his whole life.
All right, you're going with Van Damme.
Yeah, Van Damme's my pick.
We used to get the answers to these, by the way. But the guy that works at the Post that used to help us out is not there anymore.
It seems to me, though, Bruce Willis is a little too successful and old successful to be somebody that's doing coke. If you're doing coke still at that age, I think you've pretty much like blown your life.
Yeah.
And you know, I could see why it could be Van Damme. That could be the reason you don't see Van Damme doing anything anymore. And I just can't see a guy like Bruce Willis doing blow.
Well, after Zito knocked him out too, that took a lot of his like mystique away. After he got just beaten up.
Oof.
Yeah, with that big fist.
Just bashing you right in the head.
You guys want to hear what funny is?
Okay.
We'll go back to this in a second because you mentioned Cindy Adams. So she wrote a column in the Post. I think this was last week, just before we took a break. We didn't get to this. Sex, and lots more sex is the headline.
Ooh.
The Kinsey report stats. Men have 1,600 hours of sex in their lifetime. And then she writes, Wait, that doesn't even make sense.
Because it's Cindy Adams.
Wait, men have 1,600 hours of sex in their lifetime. 1,610 if you count with their partners. Oh, okay.
Oh, she's saying that they masturbate a lot?
No, they cheat 10 times in their life.
Or it could be jacking.
I think it's a jacking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ha, ha, ha.
Did she write, only in New York, kids? At the end of it, like she always does?
All right. The best cure for a headache is sex, she writes. Yesterday I called my doc and said, I've got a headache. He told me, take 2 bimbos and call me in the morning.
Bimbos?
She's all right.
Oh. She got these out of, like, her dead husband Joey's
joke book. So this guy who sat still for the report said, they're talking to the people that did the sex report, okay? The other night, my wife met me at the front door stark naked. What a shock. She was just coming home.
It's Rodney's joke.
Is it really?
Yes.
Well, she makes it very unfunny.
Somebody enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Goes on. A man's sex drive is in his genes. We now know why Levi Strauss used rivets to keep the fly closed.
Hello? This thing on? Hello?
A North Carolina man was arrested for doing it with his goat. To make matters worse, the goat is now suing him for palimony. Anyone?
It's sex.
This is in a huge New York paper.
Yep.
And she's writing this like this is really funny stuff. Like you're supposed to laugh at it.
She's awful.
From Hollywood, the laid-back capital of the universe, comes a new religion, relaxology. Only 4 commandments, but 6 suggestions. Marriage is a very expensive way to get your laundry done for free.
What?
Marriage is a very expensive way to get your laundry done for free.
That was it? I thought there was more to it.
Overheard during the taking of one couple's survey, wife, how come you never take me anyplace? Husband, I don't go out with married women.
By the way, when you're telling these little stories, here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
How bad is this?
She's funny though. I mean, she's gregarious. She's a sassy gal.
One man decided to rekindle his romance with the wife. At midnight, he poured champagne, waltzed her into the bedroom, and whispered, "Do what I tell you, and you won't get hurt." No? Anyone?
Hello? Hello? This thing on? Hello?
All right.
Question. They're working off this Kinsey report. Dr. Kinsey, how do you know when it's time to go to a marriage counselor? Answer. When your husband comes home with confetti in his shorts. Or if he says, "Hun, I'm going out for a cigarette," and he calls you from Istanbul. Another question to Dr. Kinsey, Anthony. She wrote all this. Dr. Kinsey, how do my wife and I know when we've reached complete sexual compatibility? Answer. When you both achieve simultaneous migraines.
How about this? How do you know when it's time to masturbate? When the guy you're banging collapses at a press conference?
Here's another one, Anthony. Dr. Kinsey, a very rich woman wants to make love to me, but she is not attractive. What should I do? Answer. That's a loaded question, but if she's loaded, there's no question.
Yeah.
Dr. Kinsey, how can you tell if your wife is frigid? Answer, if a light goes on when she opens her mouth. Anyone? No? Wow. Question for Dr. Kinsey, yes.
It just goes on and on, doesn't it?
A couple more. Can you get hurt by unhooking a woman's bra yourself? Answer, only if she's built like Pamela Anderson and the scaffolding breaks.
Don't lie behind me.
Answer. Goes with answer first here. Anthony.
Answer first.
Bible Belt. Question. What did Moses use to keep his pants up?
Oh, I get it.
You do?
Yeah, Bible Belt.
Oh, it's kind of like the other joke, throat cut. What should have happened to her as soon as she submitted this?
Some questions on the survey had no answers, like this one, for instance, Anthony.
Yeah.
Question: he's gay, she's bi. If they split, who gets custody of the blow dryer? This is in her column.
Oh.
People are supposed to read this and think this is humorous, and they pay her a lot of money to do this.
Yep.
All right, that's about it, I guess.
Well, I don't want to. Don't skimp on the rest of the jokes. Having some fun here.
Yeah, one more.
Having a few laughs.
All right. After group sex, who do you respect in the morning? We haven't yet seen the movie, but are reliably told there are no answers for the above. What? What? I guess the question is, after group sex...
Gonna misfire.
After group sex, I'm stuttering now because I'm so uncomfortable, even though this was supposed to be uncomfortable. After group sex, who do you respect in the morning?
Oh, that's the end of the joke.
Yeah,
you went on to...
I know, I went on to something else.
You went on to
well,
a
I don't know
whole
where it
nother
ends.
joke.
Oh, wow.
2 misfires so far, Eric.
Kinsey was smart. One respondent asked him for job hunting tips. He replied, if the application asks you to fill in the line sex, answer male or female. Do not write in your place or mine.
Your place or mine. How old is she?
Is she that out of touch with what is funny?
Your place or mine. Why don't you come up and see me sometime?
Is she that out of touch?
And her column ends with this little ditty, Anthony. And in closing, remember, sex is something a young man needs, a middle-aged man wants, and an old man can't remember why he loved in the first place.
Does it say only in New York, kids, at the end?
No.
Only in New York, kids.
No, not this time.
That's when it's one of those wacky stories from the street.
She's atrocious.
Brian in New York. What's up, Brian?
Hey, guys, that sexy author you were talking about that wants a divorce was J.K. Rowling with Harry Potter off.
Is she sexy?
Well, I don't know, but she just got married, and that's it.
That is kind of a loaded question. Remember that from the survey there?
All right.
Is that supposed to be sexy?
Yeah, let's say hi to Denise in Jersey. Denise, go ahead.
Hey, the author is Candace Bushnell, the Sex and the City woman.
How do you know?
Well, she recently married Mikhail Baryshnikov, and she's just, she's supposed to be Carrie Bradshaw, That's all I know.
All right. I think you might be onto it. So
Maybe.
far, it's Bruce
No, Ben's
Willis.
saying no.
Well, she didn't marry Mikhail Baryshnikov. That was on the TV show. She married another guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
No, I think she really did, though.
Ben thinks the sexy scribe is Bruce Willis also. He just answers Bruce Willis to everything.
All right. And finally, which recently married Hollywood heavyweight has an Oedipal issue? Before
Hey, wait. Could it be Harrison Ford?
someone thought that on the feedback.
What about Harrison Ford?
Could be Harrison
Going back to the
Action
Bruce Willis
star?
one?
Yeah.
With the coke and the young broads?
Nice.
Yeah, he kind of likes young broads. He was in the car with a couple of them when they snapped that picture through the windshield.
He should slow down.
Oh, please.
He should be very...
The young broads looked like they were in that cave in Indiana Jones when the skeletons came out,
Yeah.
the way he looked. Oof.
All right. And finally, Anthony, which recently married Hollywood heavyweight has an Oedipal issue before he walked down the aisle this summer? So it's someone in Hollywood that got married this summer.
Heavyweight?
Heavyweight. Someone really big in Hollywood. Before he walked down the aisle this summer, he had a secret nook in his bedroom, and when women would enter, he would channel Elvis, and they would have to call him Daddy.
It means heavyweight as far as their rep or their weight. Would it be a fat guy?
Which recently married Hollywood heavyweight? Could either be a fat guy or someone that's really, really big in Hollywood.
Oh, I know.
Who?
I lied. It's hard to see what that felt like to say.
Ben? Bruce Willis? Who?
No.
Yeah, who was it?
Well, the Elvis thing is Nicolas Cage, but I don't know.
Nicolas Cage. But
That's
he's
the
not
obvious
really.
one.
Did he get married this summer again?
I don't know. Yeah, he did actually. He married that Asian chick. That's right. That's like 20.
Right. He did. He married that young Asian chick.
Yeah. Why would he channel Elvis?
He's a
like,
freak.
So into Elvis.
Yeah, he loves the Elvis.
Ridiculous.
Oh, he really is?
Yeah. He married his daughter.
That's right.
Married to her for 10 minutes, and you know that was just because she's Elvis's daughter.
That's the only reason. Yeah, that's fine.
She, by the way, is a slob.
She got fat.
Yeah. Just had to bring that up.
I'd still give her Tookus a good eating, though.
Because she's Elvis's daughter?
Absolutely.
Or because you find her attractive?
Who cares what she looks like? I'd make her put on one of his old jumpsuits and I'd rip a hole in the back and I'd give her Tookus a good cleaning.
All right, well, there you have it.
All right.
They do that every week there in the New York Post. Why don't we get another quick break in here?
Yeah, righty.
When are our smoothies coming, Ant?
Well, that's
soon, I hope.
The smoothie order kind of slowed down the whole damn radio show.
How did that happen?
I love a good smoothie, though.
We need a better way to get the smoothie order in, and they got to arrive during commercial break, because now you guys are just sitting here anxiously waiting for your smoothies.
We're chomping at the bit.
And I know we're not going to talk about this today, but can I just say...
Oh, I forgot about that.
No, we don't have to talk about it. I just want to say the guy who's... Because I showed Ant the book, and he threw it on the floor.
Yeah, that's why we were laughing earlier. I forgot about that.
I take it that's an ixnay on the discussion A. But the guy who sent in the big book of boy stuff, Bart King...
Yeah.
Says FBI approved on the front. Federal Burping Institute.
That's funny.
Oh, I missed that. Are
Yeah.
you kidding? I threw the book and I missed that
Here.
line. Let me see that. That is something. Federal Burping Institute. It's the big book of boy stuff. And I guess it's supposed to be a whole book of things that interest guys.
Yeah.
Looks like a textbook. Textbooks are a little
The back
more
one's got a
entertaining.
funny line on, though.
Oh, what does it say?
It says CIA manual, but then it says CIA is craniums in adversity.
I'm trying to...
I don't get it.
I don't really get it either. I'm like...
Smells good, the book, right?
It was like the first day of school.
I'm going through the book, and I don't really see anything I would want to read to
Yeah, it does
anybody.
smell good.
I'd rather read more Cindy Adams stuff, I think.
smell the book.
Yep. The writing stinks, but the book smells good. Doodah.
Indoor games.
What is it about a pocket knife that we like? They have sharp blades, and they fold up and fit in our pocket. They're fun to hold and to goof around with. And, of course, the pocket tools like the Leatherman Pocket Survival Tool are also cool. Folding pocket knives were made 2,000 years ago for Roman soldiers. These old knives had folding blades and many attachments, include...
What? Pooping and peeing, Anthony. Some people think that you should not poop in the woods because there are plenty of logs there already. Nevertheless, when you have to go, and nature calls a lot louder when you're out in it. A good rule of thumb for pooping and peeing is to take care of your business at least 100 feet from camp. Peeing. Here are the most important words you will ever read. Don't pee into the campfire. The smell will be awful and everyone will hate you. Pee where nobody will be disturbed by you, but don't get lost. Think of how embarrassing that would be if you got lost while going for a pee.
It's as embarrassing as having your name as author of that book.
And then then he has a scenario. Father says, "How did you get lost, Timmy?" Timmy says, "I was going to take a pee, and the next thing I knew, I was lost."
Father says, "Why didn't you let me go with you?" Timmy says, "'Cause the last time we did that, you raped me by a tree."
some male campers just keep a wide-mouthed jug near their sleeping bag in case they have to go during the night.
Wide-mouthed jug.
Thank goodness you were born a boy. Just make sure that nobody wants any lemonade in the morning.
I misread it. Wide-mouthed jig.
Jesus.
There's a good line here, by the way, about bullies.
Yeah.
It says, when I was a kid, everyone was always trying to convince me that bullies were actually cowards. If you just stood up to the bullies, they would chicken out and leave you alone. And then he says, what a bunch of baloney.
Baloney.
Pooping.
Wait. There we are.
Pooping. Taking a good dump in the wilderness requires you to hunker down. This means that since you don't have a toilet to sit on, you're just going to have to pretend. Now you're hunkering. After you're done, most good campers do a thing called cat sanitation. That means they bury their poop like a cat does.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
And to do this, Anthony, you need a small shovel. Dig a hole at least 6 to 8 inches deep, hunker down, and poop into it. Toilet paper.
Down.
If you have ever had to wipe using bark or leaves, you'll know it is not very pleasant. It's even worse if you accidentally grab some poison oak. Be sure to clean up well. You don't want to leave any dew on the lily, if you know what I mean. This could lead to bacon strips in your underwear instead of in the frying pan where they belong. As for the toilet paper, be friendly to the environment. Either burn it or bring a zipper-locked baggie and pack it out with you. If you will be camping in the same spot for a while, just sprinkle some dirt over your poop so that others can use the spot. When you are done with your poop hole, cover it up completely and run away.
Wait, Opie, there's a section in here.
Gee, oh my God, he's gonna. No, what's the window? Oh.
Now, Opie, you may have thrown that too soon. You missed the section marked jokes! Exclamation point. Under the caption, School and Studies. Father, from this report card, son, it looks like you studied underwater. Timmy, what do you mean, Dad? Father, well, all of your grades are below sea level. And then Timmy says, good one, Dad.
Hello?
How about this? To a friend who's short. Got some things for short people here. How's the weather down there?
Ooh. Ooh.
I've heard of half pints, but you must be a quarter pint.
There's another good one for people that are short, by the way. How is the gig, Voss?
Do you know why you aren't allowed on ships? Because you have to ride in a shrimp boat. I don't trust short people. Their brains are too near their butt.
All right, Anthony. We found out who brought this to the show. How many more copies do we have to destroy?
That's it. You've got all 4 of them.
Steve, who gave you this?
Guy in Oregon.
Wow. Guy in Oregon sent this in, huh? Bart King?
Bart King, yeah.
Dude, he's just ripping the whole book.
Just keep ripping as I do.
One page at a time.
Anthony says, Dear Steve, here are some copies of the Big Book of Boy Stuff. If you're interested in specific things for the show, here's some I think that would work, basically.
Oh, he wrote down a little list of things that'll work.
So he likes his insults chapter, which is page 153 in your workbook,
Wait,
Anthony.
hold on,
do you still have page 153?
You bet I do. Insults! Exclamation point.
All right. It starts off by
153.
Not there yet.
Wait, hold on. I'm on page 140. Let's get to 153 quickly.
Oh,
there we are.
All right. It says part of being a boy is enjoying a good insult. I say enjoying because boys know that when done properly, one of the best parts of friendship can be insulting or dissing your buddies. It's an excellent day when you can hang out with your buds and getting some good zingers, which is true.
Scumbag! I got your name. I got your ass.
I got to get up to that page. Hold on. 151, 152. All right, here we are. 152.
All right. Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, make fun of your friends. Just remember.
You are a disgusting fat body, Private Pile.
That's a good example.
Just remember that you should only enjoy insults with friends and relatives who are in a good mood. Like practical jokes, they are not to be used on strangers or people you do not get along with. They obviously have not hung out with Club Soda Kenny, Jim Norton, Rich Voss, and the rest of the crew.
What side was that, Private Pile? Sir, left side, sir. Are you sure,
good
Private
gag.
Pile? Sir, yes, sir.
So then the guy has...
What?
Then you hit him in the side of the head.
Then the guy has examples of good insults that you could use on your friends.
What page, Opie?
154.
Oh, here I am.
You want to read the insults? Let's practice.
This one's really good.
I read the short one. That's
Okay.
what I was reading.
All right.
To friends who are short.
This one's really good.
All right, go ahead.
To friend you want to call ugly. Beginner. You're ugly. Intermediate. You're so ugly. When you were born, they put tinted windows on your hospital room.
Oh.
Advanced. Can I borrow your face for a few days while my butt is on vacation?
Wait, you got to read the others. To a chubby friend. Beginner. You are chubby. Intermediate. You are a wonderful all-around person. It just takes a while to walk all around you. And then the advanced person that's really good at insults, Anthony.
Yeah.
You remind me of a map, a globe to be exact.
Oh, that's funny.
To a friend who just got a haircut. Beginner line. Your haircut stinks. Intermediate line.
Hey, that's the advanced line. That's that's not beginner.
Intermediate line. Did a lawnmower attack you? And then the advanced line. Hey, nice haircut. Was it half price day at the barbershop?
Wow.
I like in the opposite page, there's special feature ready-made insults.
Okay.
You take one word from column 1 and one word from column 2 and then one word from column 3 and you call people that.
All right.
Like I'll try. You silly rotten vermin.
One word from each column.
Right, see? I did that.
Jim, you blubbering, freakish dolt.
Opie, you crawling, wretched clod.
I'll make up my own. You AIDS-ridden fucking cunt.
I don't see those here.
No, it's on the bottom part of the page. Maybe you ripped that out.
More insults. To a friend you want to call stupid. The beginner line would be, you are stupid. Intermediate line, want to see something stupid? Look in a mirror. The advanced line, brains aren't everything. In your case, they're nothing. And if you're a genius at insults, I don't think you're stupid, but what is my opinion worth against the thousands of people who disagree with me?
It sucks.
Well, where's that other card? I want to see what else he thought was really good in his book.
This guy sure is good.
Yeah.
Making sounds.
The cover's nice, though. Oh, look at this. You can turn it inside out, the cover. It's on the front. It's a pretty funny, wacky picture. But when you turn it inside out, it's like a composition notebook, like those black and white speckled covers.
Oh, so you could have that, and it would look like a regular book.
But your teacher would probably wonder, why are you reading that and laughing?
See, and then if you take the cover off, the cover says physics. So you just have a physics book.
Your book stinks, mister.
I say we pile them in a big pile and burn them.
Yeah. Your book stinks.
Yeah, I agree. Some books should be burned.
How's
Now
that
that I think about it.
That's the beginner insult. Your book stinks. The intermediate insult is, hey, Steve, if you ever bring this horseshit to the show again, I'll rip your cock off and stick it in your ear.
All right, did we get rid of all the copies? What?
The author's on send.
Oh. Hello, Bart?
Hey, guys.
Have you been listening to the show today?
I unfortunately have not. I didn't know I was coming on until a split second ago.
Oh. Bart, I got to tell you something, man.
There's some funny stuff.
Yeah, we got your book.
Okay, super.
Jim, can you give me a copy of the book?
Hold on.
All right.
Here you are, Opie. Oh, no, I'm done. I'm all...
Yeah, he's all tangled up.
There you go.
All
Grab
right.
that too.
Funny stuff.
Wait, the cover, I don't know where the cover went, Bart.
The cover,
well, honestly, I have the, it says physics. I guess this is what the book has under it if the cover is off.
Yeah, if you look at the dust jacket and flip it, it has like an old-style composition.
Bart, I got to tell you, I really think that you came up with a winner here.
Ah, you guys are too kind. Thank you.
He can't.
I appreciate that.
He can't hear the show.
No, he can't hear us.
You still there?
He didn't hear the show?
No.
Did
He
I
has
lose
no
you?
idea. No, Bart, we're here.
Okay, sorry.
It's like a guy's how-to book, pretty much.
Yeah, kind of passing on the keys of boyhood to the next generation.
Yeah, Bart, I got to tell you, I think you got some comedic licks to you.
Yeah, where'd you get some of the jokes and stuff?
You know, for the jokes, I really ransacked my childhood memory, and I was looking for stuff that my dad had told me when I was a kid that I thought was funny.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad kind of went through it, and he said, you basically plundered all my material.
Did your dad have brain
Sorry,
cancer?
I'm picking up a weird reverb there. I hope this works out for you.
No, it's working. Is that your phone?
I guess it's cordless, but
There's some kind of static.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. We can still talk.
So,
here. So what? It's a book. How would you best describe the book?
I guess I would call it kind of a combination of Mad Magazine and a Boy Scout manual. That's what I was shooting for with it anyway.
That hits it right on the head, I think.
If you want acid.
So kind of have a humorous feature chapter, maybe a chapter on.
Yeah, explain the book a little better because we just got it and we went through a little bit of it, but we haven't really got the gist for our listeners, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We talked about the insults, and we thought the insults chapter was absolutely
that was pretty good.
Absolutely brilliant.
Well, I guess if I had one role model that I was looking towards when I wrote it, it was Joseph Pujol. And if you look on page 130, you'll see his mini biography.
130.
Wait, 128.
Hopefully this book still has 130 in it.
His nickname was the Fardomaniac.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The what? The
Fardomaniac, yeah. Joseph Pujol, right?
Yeah, there you go. He was kind of a Moulin Rouge era performer in Paris, and apparently he was like the highest paid stage
Wait, hold
performer.
on. I don't know if I... Wait, what page is this?
130.
And what was he about again?
Well, apparently when he was a kid, he went swimming, and he sank. And the reason why was because water was going into his hind end.
Oh, jeez.
He found he had the rare ability to bring air in through his rear end, and once he learned to control those muscles, he found that he could pretty much fart at will. He could make butt bongos anytime he wanted to.
Who's this, Robert Reed?
Jimmy, you're not as funny as Bart. Stop trying to out-funny Bart.
He had a stage act where he would make different sounds with his hind quarters, which included cannons, thunder, all types of dogs, ducks, owls, geese, frogs,
I'm sorry. Are you close to the base unit of the phone? Because I'm hearing a lot of static now.
I'm sorry. Actually, I can back off from it a little bit.
Yeah, back off. Let's try that.
Yeah. I would have got on the hard line here.
Yeah.
How's that?
That sounds a lot better.
A little bit, but
okay.
What's your favorite section in the book?
So far it's been really good. I don't know what people are thinking, but it's doing pretty well sales-wise.
Yeah, it's got to be selling like crazy, man.
Yeah,
it's like hotcakes.
Yeah, or it's like butt bongo cakes. Yeah, so I guess that's a kind of a searing indictment of the good taste of the American public, but I'll take it.
What's that?
I'll take it if people are interested. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's obvious you put a lot of work into this thing.
There's a lot of pages.
I liked your section on pooping and peeing in the outdoors.
Yeah, I have a sister who's a ranger at a federal park, and she helped me with some valuable outdoor number 1 and number 2 tips.
Yeah. Which was, if you're wiping your ass with leaves, you don't want to use the poison oak, obviously.
No, that would be horrible. And it's happened too.
Really? Because we're city guys. I had no idea.
Yeah, it has happened. The poison sumac is a distant second for last choice to wipe the dew off the lily with.
Right. We're almost done with the interview here, so yeah. But anything else you want to say about the?
Yeah. What's the most useful chapter? Would you say?
Most useful? Well, guys are always. I'm a middle school teacher, and they start getting interested in the girls at that age. So I think the girls, bullies, and parties chapter is
what's
pretty
that?
practical stuff.
What's that one about? Quickly, because we're running out of time here.
Well, you start kind of looking at the girls and wondering, well, what's a good strategy to make myself known to her? And so I pass along some time-honored strategies there.
People are asking for it. What do you say?
Although maybe the insults chapter is actually the most practical one. I don't know. Since that's where we started. Nothing better than getting a few fingers in on your friends. All right, guys. Sorry. Sorry about the connection. It looks like I might have lost you again.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry. Hey, I'm going to go out and invest in a nice hard line. But thanks so much for having me on this morning. I really appreciate it.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What's wrong with the phone? He's not here anymore.
I can hear you. Weird.
Hello?
Yeah.
Ben, there's something wrong with the line 10.
I can hear you guys. Yeah.
I think he hung up. Bart?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm here. I can hear something. Yeah. I can kind of hear a tinny voice far away.
I can't believe we got the author of this book on and we lost him. Bart.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to hang up if anyone can hear me, and if you want to ring back, that'd be super.
Why did he hang up, dude?
I don't know why he hung up. Did he get pissed
off?
off?
I didn't hang up.
Did he get pissed off? I thought the interview was going well.
It was going well. Are you going to plug the book? I'll even give the name of the book is Physics. Why wouldn't you want to plug Physics?
No. The cover's off that one. All right. Well, that was Bart. Maybe he'll call us back.
Holy shit. First of all, it stinks in here now, Jimmy.
Sorry. Those were real farts. That wasn't us with our stupid machines.
No, it's 3 real gases right into the mic.
Oh. He's doing the interview. As his book, 3 copies are being ripped to shreds.
How could he not hear that ripping?
I know.
Wait, what page is that? Hold on. How do you not hear that?
He thought it was static.
Oh. Maybe everybody he talks to about the book, he hears that noise. Oh.
Jesus. What's with my phone?
That's a loud book.
All right, well, there you go. Okay.
Oh.
What?
Huh? What?
What is Ben and his Nicholson hair saying?
Yes?
I don't know. We'll take a break and we'll figure it all out.
Mon âne est de façon insensée fuckable.
My ass is insanely fuckable.
Aimeriez-vous pincer ma tarte frémissante d'amour?
Would you like to pinch my quivering love pie?
Mes seins sont comme 2000 ampoules de watt.
My breasts are like 2,000 watt light bulbs.
Aimeriez-vous jouer l'air dans Tokyo?
Would you like to play Tune in Tokyo?
Seulement Opie and Anthony pouvant satisfaire mon besoin pour la géante palpitante, la viande d'homme américaine.
Only Opie and Anthony can satisfy my need for giant, pulsating American man meat.
It's the O&A virus. XM 202. XM News, Talk, Sports, and Information. It's everything all the time.
Learn to play poker with the Opie and Anthony Show.
No. Oh, God. She spilled my chips.
I'm sorry, sir.
Opie. Now clean it out!
That's right. Be a poker player, just like your father.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Are you happy now, Opie? Are you happy?
Oh, Black Betty! That still makes me laugh really hard, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the O&A virus. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for helping us spread the virus across America. Thanks, XM Satellite Radio. The book is all over the studio.
Peter P. from Washington, D.C. with the quote of the day. I'd rather be on Dick Eversall's plane than listening to that asshole. Ouch.
All right. That was fun. Yes, Jimmy?
Just wondering if you're going to finish that plaster of Paris breakfast.
Oh, I know.
That hardened oat. That's been there for 4 hours.
I know.
Ugh.
4 coagulated oatmeal.
Paste.
Look at this thing.
It's like horse sheath filling.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, listen. Oh, it does. It makes a thud.
Just
listen. Wait, just do that again. That's the sound right there. If you could follow that by crying, that's the sound of a miscarriage.
All right. All right.
A little. Why? I just want the wet thud. I just want to hear the sound of crying and the Christmas music turned off.
We're trying to be user-friendly here. We want more listeners.
Here comes Santa Claus. You call somebody.
Holy shit. Hey, Steve, how was your weekend?
It's good. How was yours?
My instant feedback's not working. Is yours?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is? I lost mine. It's not, no, it's still up here, but it's not refreshing. Steve, you go to the movies this weekend?
Yeah. So,
I went to the movies. What'd you see? The number one movie was that Treasury movie. What the hell's it called?
National Treasure.
National Treasure.
With Nicolas Cage?
Must have seen that.
Nope.
Nicolas Cage.
The Incredibles?
So I have seen The Incredibles, yes.
Oh, this weekend, right?
The Incredibles was pretty incredible.
It was fantastic. No, but I saw that
Team
last
America?
weekend. No, I have seen that, but not this weekend.
That
no.
Alexander the Great movie?
I don't want to see that, but no, I didn't. No, haven't seen that yet.
SpongeBob SquarePants?
No, I haven't seen that. No, sorry.
What'd you see?
Saw Bridget Jones, The Edge of Reason, or something like that. What?
Just wondering if other members of the crisis hotline.
Really?
Not voluntarily. No, it's one of those things. When you're in a relationship, when you're married.
No, I love your wife, man, and she's really cool, but that's when you have to just put your foot down and basically say, go with your friends.
I do, and I've been putting it off.
You're at that point in your relationship where you could tell her, maybe that's a movie you see with whatever her best friend is, whatever her name might be.
Yeah, you know what, and that excuse worked for, since it's been out 3 weeks. She hasn't been able to get anybody to go with, so I got taken to it.
You friggin' fag, you want to make out or something?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Did you like the movie, Steve?
No, quite honestly, I don't get it. I don't understand those Bridget Jones movies. And in all fairness, there are guys, you look around the theater, and there are, there's obviously guys that are in the same boat that you're in.
Yeah,
you just sort of.
I was going to go find
SS
you, but
faggot.
Yeah,
but you're kind of right.
I mean,
because when I saw Bridges of Madison County, whatever the hell that was, I saw guys in the same position as I was.
Yeah, you look down the aisle and you give the obligatory, you too, kind of, to the other guys in the place.
That'll keep you all men.
Yeah,
you too. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. It's just I don't get it. I don't like it. I think Renee Zellweger fat is awful.
So it was a waste of time for you. Doesn't she understand that?
Yeah, but you know what? I took her to see Saw 2 weeks ago. She sat through that. So I guess if I'm going to be fair, it was awful. It was a horror movie.
Why don't you guys, I don't know, go to the theater together and go, hey, I'm going to go check out this movie, you check out that one, and we'll meet after the movie.
They're going together. I think you ought to get more of a compromise movie.
That
perhaps.
never works. Never works.
Or do something more masculine, like go to a movie and hit the button and the little curtain in between the two booths comes up.
Strange you can't get company for that one.
No, I guess not.
No, it's I don't understand. I mean, there's plenty of people that did like it, I'm sure. I just don't understand. It's so far removed from reality, and I understand you're supposed to suspend disbelief when you watch these movies, but there's no way I understand how this fat, homely, stringy-haired Renee Zellweger is supposed to be lovable.
I like her a little chubby, man. I gotta tell you, a little chubby.
Nah, she's hands down ugly in this.
And then
one.
she gets emaciated after she does these Bridget Jones movies.
Well, yeah, because they pay her what, $100,000 a pound?
Then she becomes
anorexic.
Really?
Yeah.
So put the weight on?
Yeah.
Were you right when the opening credits are rolling? Were you just like, oh, how long is this?
Yeah, it's really, you're
I've
sitting
been
there.
in movies where right when it starts, I'm thinking there's no way I'm even going to like this movie a little bit, enough to where, movies that suck, and then halfway through you're like, all right, I'm kind of into the story, or there's something in there that you can watch. There's some movies, and that would be one of them, that Hugh Grant is in that.
Yeah, there's some people that like it.
Bore. What a tremendous bore that guy is. Every movie he's in is just the dull, make you fall asleep piece of crap.
Romantic comedies.
Yeah.
Ugh. He stinks.
Snooty, uptight romantic comedies, boring, and I just whatever. I just suck it up. And,
romantic comedies are never funny.
Gee, thanks.
Never. They're awful.
I think there's more violent female promos in your future now.
Yeah.
Oh, see, yeah.
I'm actually working on the new show intro, and that's got a few little twinge, but I'm holding back. I'm backing off. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to have a balance. You guys do not make it easy, though. I have to admit, you really don't.
Thank you.
Well, no one realized we have Richard Speck doing the promos.
It's a little harsh.
It's mean.
All right, bye-bye.
See you soon.
There you go.
Okay. Best friend wants to start an affair.
What's this from?
Ooh. Harriet Cole. Some colored lady that...
Wait a minute.
Colored lady.
Opie?
Well, you know, the Abbey sisters there, I think they're both dead now, and they're trying to find new columnists instead of making believe they're still alive writing columns.
I thought the daughter was writing for one of them.
For one of them, and then there's this colored broad.
It's not colored.
What's wrong with colored?
It's a dated term that some people
Break
find
down the word. What does
offensive
it really mean?
This day.
She has a little color to her face.
Well, that's what they used to say in the 50s.
What?
This is the feedback.
We're all
It's
getting
really funny.
giddy.
Can I say this guy, Mike L? Did people get in trouble after yelling fire at Steve's hat in a crowded theater?
You know, freedom of speech does not give you the right for Steve to walk into a theater with that hat on.
That's hilarious. Flaming hat watching Bridget Jones's Diaries. Yuck.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
All right, so Harriet Cole's column, best friend wants to start an affair, Anthony. Dear Harriet, I met my best friend who happens to be male on the first day of 9th grade 10 years ago.
10 years ago, 9th grade.
We were really close during school and managed to maintain contact through college. Though we went on a few dates, nothing ever came of them, and we opted to keep things platonic, especially since I was away in college, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I recently found out he got married this summer. I was hurt that he didn't invite me to the ceremony, and that though we have spoken at least once every 2 months over the past 2 years, I never even knew he had a girlfriend, let alone a fiance or a wife.
And she's hurt at this, that she wasn't invited to the wedding.
Right.
She's a girl friend of his.
Right.
As they're growing up.
Right.
Guys can't tell their fiance wife thing that they're inviting this girlfriend of his to the wedding. Girls have no clue that if she's a friend of his, it's up until he gets a fiance or gets married. And then it's not going to be some TV show relationship where he's able to invite her to the wedding. The wife hates you. That guy's wife hates you. Doesn't know you, hates you.
And guys don't have friends that are women.
Right.
They just don't. And
it's the old gag everyone knows.
And we talk about this from time to time, and I don't even want to listen to your stories today. It's not happening.
No, it's not.
If you're a heterosexual guy, you don't have friends that are girls.
And if you have friends that are girls, you're probably a gay guy.
Or how come guys will say she's like my sister, but it's always a hot chick who they're trying to hook up with. It's never a 350-pound.
In the back of your mind, always you're hoping to get laid.
Always trying to bang
them. That's not really a friend.
No.
Right. Who cares about her problems? You listen.
All right, so this guy goes off, gets married, doesn't invite her to the wedding.
Of course not.
He was in town last week on business, wedding ring and all, and asked me if I still cared about him as more than a friend. Because, that's how this relationship kind of started. But it didn't go anywhere. Without directly asking me to be his mistress, he told me he was still in love with me and wanted to see and spend time with me more. I love this man and have for ages, and I don't think I could shake my feelings for him. Yeah, he's married, but I'd like to be able to let him go without hurting our friendship or breaking my own heart. Ugh. And then Harriet writes, I'm sorry, but this man doesn't sound like a best friend to me. He sounds like a man who wants to have his cake and eat it too. He loves the fact that he's got you so deep in his pocket, so to speak, that no matter what he does, including getting married behind your back, you're still going to be there. He has proven to be disrespectful of your friendship and his marriage. Is this really the sort of man you want to offer your love? It's time for you to back off. He doesn't know how to be your friend right now. Don't let him draw you into an extramarital affair because your heart still beats fast for him. The guy just wants to get laid.
Yeah, disrespects their friendship. There was no friendship. Yep. It's the guy has always, since 9th grade, since that first day they met in 9th grade, he's been trying to have sex with her. She puts it in this friend thing. So she's the one that ruined it by not not having sex with the guy, because that's all he wanted. So he goes off, lives his life, gets married. they still carry on conversations, I guess, because he's still like a guy trying to have sex with her any way, shape, or form, even at a distance. Gets married, screw it. He's not going to invite the girl that he wants to have sex with to his wedding. You're not a friend to be invited to the wedding. You're the girl that he wants to have sex with. And you're not, that girl isn't invited to the wedding. And then after he gets married, he's still looking to have sex with you. This girl does, not even just this girl, a lot of girls, they don't get it. I used to have girlfriends years ago that would say, you know, what, he's a friend, you know. When I'd be like, what, you're going where, with who, and what? What? Oh, no, he's coming along. But he's just
it's nothing like that.
No, nothing like that. It's going to be me and this, and yeah, he's coming along. But he's just a friend with the girls and everything. Yeah, a friend. Right. No, he wants to have sex with any of those girls.
Yep.
No, and then you're the asshole. No. Would you? That's all you think. Yeah, and I'm thinking just like he is. Having sex with the girls.
No.
Girls are so
You're wrong.
Stupid like that. You're stupid. Understand it. Any guy that's saying they are friends with you is trying to have sex with you. Please.
End of story.
I was seeing a girl one time, and she was hanging with this guy, and she kept saying they were just friends. So I actually went up to school to surprise her one time, and I realized that I walked in, and that my heart was in my mouth.
Uh-oh.
Because they were just...
where was his dick in her mouth?
You caught her?
They were just going at it, and I'm like...
You actually caught her?
Yeah, and I'm like, you got what I need. And she said he's just a friend.
Oh.
You ass.
What an asshole.
Very funny. You had us both.
I know. I'm like, wait a minute. He actually liked the girl?
I had us both.
You did get us bad. Usually you smile when we know you're going down that road. You played that good. You had some good acting chops to that one.
I kept trying to think of the song, the things that happened. He just caught him at the school.
Yeah.
I do have good acting chops. For what?
Did you get called back for that part?
Yes, my manager was called, and good news for the show, I didn't get it. They gave it to somebody who's older, obviously, and more gifted.
They want an older porn store owner?
The guy who works in a porn store. I'm not even talented enough in this business to play a guy who works in a porn store. Do you people understand how finished I am in show business? I can't play a guy who sells jerk-off movies.
Yeah. They want an older guy?
Someone who's just better at it.
That's not the way I read the part. I saw you.
Me too. They didn't. You didn't see my read, though.
Speaking of little Jimmy Norton, we got 2 more Monster Rain songs in today.
What?
2 more. They're coming in every day.
Like hotcakes, Hope.
And a lot of them we just throw away. Sorry, but we do.
Are there any down to the Purple Rain song? I was thinking that all weekend.
We still haven't gone to
good.
Purple Rain.
Monster.
There's a lot of Rain songs that people haven't used.
Yep.
They're kind of going, making their own. But there's some Rain songs like that, Purple Rain.
Have you ever seen the rain?
Mm-hmm.
Who'll stop the rain?
Who'll stop the monster rain?
Singing in the rain?
I think we did Sing in the Rain.
Yeah, somebody did one of those.
Did they?
Well, I don't know what to think of these 2 that came in. There's one by DJ New Style and one by Chaz.
Ooh.
Chaz does a holiday Monster Rain song because now we're heading into the Christmas season.
Topical.
Here. You want to try the first one?
Is the holiday one?
No, Monster Rain by DJ New Style.
All right.
We'll give it a quick listen.
I like it.
Done on a shoestring. I tap the balls to it.
Why do you call me up? Little Jimmy Norton, just to get me down. Down under the porch where you suck me off. And jiggle my nuts and wipe them with the sock. You silly goose, Monster Rain. Here it comes, little fella. You know that this fills us with shame. So little Jim, tell your dad it's just a game. Whoa. This phase will be over at 10. You tell me now and again. Well, we're 8. Looks like we got 2 years. I told you before I won't play anymore. Not unless I guzzle 15 beers. Monster Rain, a good old time. 2 little kids covered in cock slime. I'll be there with the therapist talking about you.
Turn it off.
Ooh. Turn it off. Why do you call me up, little Jim Norton, just to get me down, under the porch where you suck me off, juggle my balls and wipe them with a sock. Oh, you silly kids, monster rain. Here it comes, little fella. You know that this fills us with.
All right. Well,
Gets an A for effort.
What the hell was
A for effort?
What's with the sock?
I didn't. What he says something about wiping up with
Wiping the balls with a sock or something. I don't think that's.
All right. Well,
I think that's a good one.
That was DJ New Style, and the Christmas one is very short. Thank God.
All right.
It's from Chaz, the holiday Monster Rain song.
Ooh. I'm a meaty-breasted little nothing.
Well, the clouds are out, it's no longer dry. Look under the porch, I'm telling you why. Monster rain is coming to town. He gives his pal a tussle, unzips his fly, whips out his mule, Jesus H. Christ. Little Jimmy's going to town. He dreams of kiss when sleeping, talks to Helen when awake. He'll show you if he's spreading wood. What's on his chest? That ain't cake. The clouds are out, it's no longer dry. Look under the porch, I'm telling you why. Monster rain is coming to town.
Oh, okay, all right.
I like when people that have no singing ability whatsoever want to write a song parody and
all right,
sing
well,
it.
that's
Guy
what
had
came
a
in
nice
today.
Lou Reed delivery on that song.
That's what came in today.
And Jimmy said, a dude. Where did they get those sound clips of me? I mean, do you have a computer that you can download those? It's not like you just got them from a car that was passing by. Didn't sound like good sound clips.
They're off your CD. That's off your
No,
CD.
no, I know, but I mean, it didn't sound like they came directly from the CD on eatabullet.com. That's not what it sounded like. I mean, who cares about my stupid CD you want to order 55 minutes of
Are you
great
going to get the
comedy?
Monster Rain shirts done?
Yes, I already
with
talked
the
to
eyes.
somebody. Yes,
the eyes under the porch with one eye's
Yes.
the crotch and stuff. That'd be
that's
hilarious.
great.
Yes.
All right. Lisa in Philly. Hey, Lisa.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
Hi.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
That's,
Okay.
that's where you usually say what you have to
You
say.
can speak now.
Sorry, I was losing you.
We got the formality out of the way there.
Yeah, I had an idea for the MiFi giveaway. If you guys had for the a contest of the Monster Rain songs for a week.
It's not a bad idea because I think we really got to end this whole Monster Rain song thing.
Yeah, people just send them in.
All right. Maybe we'll do that because, we have a lot of MiFis to give away, one a week for the next 5 or 6 weeks. So, okay.
Yep, so that's my idea.
Thank
Great
you,
to have
Lisa.
You guys back on the air. Take it
Oh,
easy.
thank you. I
Bye.
appreciate it. Let's go to Brad in Michigan. Hey, Brad.
Hey, man, what's going on?
What's up?
Hey, I'm so sick of the freaking Monster Rain songs. Who's going to come up with the next? Michael Jackson?
Yeah, we're hoping to get, maybe one more good one out of the batch.
Yeah, I think we're fishing, though.
We are fishing at
Jimmy.
this point.
Sir, I'm too good. Even in the midst of a Monster Rain discussion, I can't be caught.
All right, he's out of there.
Of course he is.
Did we discuss everything we have to discuss today?
I think. I think we did.
I can't find anything because we have pages of that book just all over the place.
Scattered everywhere.
I know there was other material we want to get to if we can find it. Look at all this paper around. Pages ripped out everywhere. I guess we could start playing What Did We Learn?
Yeah, it was educational today.
Sure. Rob on Long Island, what's up? Rob?
Do you hit the right buttons, Opie?
He's going to be like, no, my name's Bob.
Oh.
Or my name's Tom.
Rob? You. Hey. Hello.
Yeah, I hear
we
him.
could hear you.
Did he fall asleep?
Well, if he was listening to this show the last 20 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, he's on Long Island. Maybe a frozen turkey hit him in the face during
he was driving?
the time he was on hold.
Rob on Long Island, what did you learn? Hot toy? Anything? Oh, what is he doing?
He's getting back into his car.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Hello?
Rob?
Hello?
Hey.
Yeah, why aren't you speaking to us?
Yeah, what were you doing?
No, I'm working right now. I had my phone in the truck. Damn, I'm sorry, guys.
All right, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, man. Well, first I wanted to ask if Jimmy got the scent of Jägermeister off his dick after Wednesday's show. That's a little inside joke between me and you guys. Okay, I learned that the hot holiday toy this year is going to be the Diddle Me Michael.
Very good. Thank you, Rob.
Well, who's Rob? Where was Rob from?
I don't know, but
all right.
Notice we haven't even discussed
Yeah, absolutely.
last Wednesday's show.
So what's the next one to be learned?
yeah, let's just move on.
Moving along.
Let's go to Colorado. What did you learn today?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I learned that there's a law of physics that says shredding pages equals static.
Equal static. Very good.
Good.
Thank you, buddy. Let's go to Tim in Jersey. Tim, what's up?
Hey, morning, guys. Hey, you guys suck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just so you know, I've learned that Opie's oatmeal looks like the inside of a horse's sheath.
That was funny. Thank you,
Punching
buddy.
out.
All right.
Bye, fella.
Rob in Ontario. In Toronto, I learned today that I've been here for 7 years and nothing works here.
I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years. Nothing works here. I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work. I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work.
Mike from Jersey, I learned that the horse who had to carry Dreamweaver was more disappointed than Anthony. Very good. Let's go to Jared in Jersey. Jared, what's up?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey,
I want to
man.
tell you guys what I learned today.
All right, go ahead.
Your show sucked during that book segment
Show sucked during the book segment. Why?
because it was fucking boring.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can't be exciting every moment we're on the radio.
Didn't get us 7 cents worth.
Hey, man.
All right, thank you.
Later.
It made us laugh like idiots.
Yeah, sometimes it's just about us.
That's
That
so
really
true.
was one of my favorite things we've done in months.
Yeah. Eric in Texas, what's up?
Hey, I got a word instead of bunt.
What?
It's fupa.
Yes, fat upper pussy area.
Oh, very good.
We've heard that one, sir.
Doughboy from whackbag.com, I learned that little Jimmy is giving up hookers.
Bunt is my favorite.
Yeah, I like the bunt.
Because you can say it in baseball.
Pat
You hear
from
him say it
PA.
on TV
Hey,
all
Pat.
the time.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what's going on, Pat?
Hey, I learned today that you've been avoiding the truckers, tapping out.
We don't avoid the truckers. We're just trying to educate them a little bit.
Yeah, they like to talk.
They give us some great stories, and we just want to make sure they keep it a little briefer.
They're very chatty.
They're chatty catties.
I learned the Opie and Anthony book club is shockingly similar to a Hitler Youth rally. No, we didn't burn the books.
No. Jared in Maine, what's up?
I learned today that book tearing is very painful for the stomach.
Book
I was
tearing.
laughing so fucking hard I had to pull off the side of the road.
Yeah, I don't understand why the other guy didn't like that. That was kind of funny. And then you got Norton really farting. That wasn't a sound effect. It made us just like lose our mind.
I cut 3 nice gassers in there while he was listening.
Yeah.
What we do for comedy, I'll tell you, because any other time, if he farts in here, I throw a hissy fit. I need the Lysol. But it was so in the moment, we had to move on.
Without a
Had
doubt.
it was very good for the show.
Well, I wouldn't have done
Funny.
it normally.
Oh, normally you wouldn't have. No,
absolutely not.
Of course
yes,
not.
you would. You fart in here all the time, and it's disgusting.
Jim in Boston, what's up?
I learned that Steve's clothing causes panic in crowded areas.
Very nice, thank you. And one more as we just slowly get to the end of the show. Carl, what's up?
All right, how are you?
Hi, Hot Carl.
I'm glad you're back on the air.
Thank you,
I learned
Carl.
that you can do a non-gay show.
Yeah, we're getting the gay out.
Okay, terrific.
All right, thank you. Duke in Jersey, what's up, Duke? Duke.
Hey, Duke.
Duke.
Yes.
Go ahead, Duke.
Yeah, I learned that there's a lot of stupid fucking callers today. My God.
Yeah, I think the callers get about a C- today.
Yeah.
Holy shit, they suck.
And I think if we're going to be fair here, I think we get about a B to B- today.
I gave you an A+, Hope.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you guys.
Minus.
All right, thank you. Mitch, what's going on?
Hey, I learned Club Soda Kenny has beautiful eyes.
All right, thank you.
All right, punching out.
We're out of here. We'll end with this little stupid thing. Just to get it
Alrighty.
stuck in your head, and we'll do it again tomorrow, obviously. Thank you for listening to Opie and Anthony on High Voltage.
High voltage.
On XM Satellite Radio.
Nothing works here. The medications don't work.
What medication
I
is
hate
that?
this place. I've been here for 7 years.
You've only been
Nothing
here since
works
yesterday,
here.
Brian.
Nothing works here. The medications don't work.
Okay, come with me.
I hate this place. I've been here for 7 years. Nothing works
You've only
here.
been here since
The
yesterday.
medications don't work.
I'm gonna have you lie down
I
over
hate
here.
this place.
And then we're gonna get you some
Nothing works
medication,
here.
okay?
The medications don't
Put
work.
right back on your stretcher.
Nothing works here.
All right, in here.
I hate this place.
Okay.
Nothing
Saturday.
works here.
They're practicing being cruel and unusual.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
New York City, oh yeah. New York City, I love New York City, oh yeah.
And fat women. A lot. You ever see the like Pittsburgh type fat women with almost mullets and the stretch pants and the big white socks pulled over them? They always make resolutions. They're going to lose weight and become real people. And
The
they
big
just
bunt.
Yeah,
the big
exactly.
bunt in the front, and then they try to camouflage it with a longer sweater. So it's the stretch pants, yeah,
and a
the stretch
scrunchy
little bicycling pants. Yeah, they got that lousy, greasy hair because they're too lazy to shower in that scrunchy.
And an odor between their legs that smells like the foreskin of a hyena.
God damn, does that conjure up an image? Oh, you wrote material over the holiday. So how is Lady? How is Lady Di?
How are you?
How are ya? Hey, they're talking about me. How are ya?
I was walking down the street, and some construction guy was shouting at me, "Hey, show me your cans!" So I did. And he plummeted 17 floors and was impaled on a forklift. But my tits looked great.
Please, wow responsibly. A public service announcement of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the O&A virus.